Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video I'm going to be jumping back into an old save of Siralim 3, which is an RPG game that I played for a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I played it for like over 14 hours, apparently. I don't remember a lot about Siralim. Apparently I have the camera zoomed all the way out. But let me see what I can like learn, or I guess relearn. So my character, King Jet, level 30 nature mage. Let's see, I'm close to a level up, it looks like, which is cool. Perks, what perks do I have? I have like nothing in acrobatics, nothing in adaptation. I have rank 1 in attack. So your creatures have 1% plus 1% per rank more attack. Okay, I've invested a good bit into defense, it looks like. So I've invested 4 points into defense. Your creatures have 2% plus 1% per rank more defense. Dodge, I've put a lot into. So I've put 105 points into dodge. Not hitting me today. So increases your creature's chance to dodge by 14%. Plus 1% to next rank. Let's see. What else have I? Boost up health. Current rank 2, 12 points invested 4. Points until next rank 5. Your creatures have 2% plus 1% per rank more maximum health. And it says there are 2 pages of this. So how do I get to page 2? Here we go. So in speed, I've put in 3. Your creatures have 3% plus 1% per rank more speed. And then survival instincts I've also invested a good bit in. When your creatures dodge an attack, they have a 28% plus 2% per rank chance to counterattack for 28% plus 2% per rank extra damage. Okay, so that's cool. That's kind of what I remembered. Like, I remembered my characters being focused on like counterattacking. Let's see, God's Favor. So there are different gods in Siralim that you can get like the favor of, and they give you a boost. It seems like I'm... Hold on, what? So there's different levels to it. So Honored looks like a low to mid-tier level. Then you got Revered. Then you got Respected. I think Respected might be the highest level. Question mark? I noticed that in the one where I'm respected, I almost have all the points in it. But the one that I'm revered, I'm also like pretty high up, but not as high. So I'm guessing respect is the highest level. Accolades. So I've won 485 battles, but I lost 40. And I've apparently never done an arena or tavern battle. Let's see. And then I have a whole bunch of achievements. So I'm 43% of the way through the story, so that's cool. How do I look at my monsters at the bottom of the screen? Like, if I wanted to, like, specifically look at them, how would I do it? Oh, creatures. Here we go. Okay. So, what's this guy's name? How do I learn what my creature's name is? Traits. After this creature dodges an attack, it attacks the enemy in addition. This creature has an independent 50% chance to dodge attacks. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that he's like a super good dodger or whatever. Let's see, he has a sword, which helps to boost up his attack a good bit and his critical chance. And it has a trait called Rend and Tear. Wait, no. I didn't mean to take the sword off of it. Oh wait, but I did want to read what the sword did. Hold on. That actually is a good way to read what the sword does. After this creature kills an enemy, it attacks the creatures adjacent to it for 50% more damage. Oh, that's really good. Okay. Let's see, so I have a spell gem on it. So we have the Gem of Giant Strength. Target gains a massive amount of attack. Okay, cool. So you can hit really hard. That's totally fine with me. Let's see. So his strategy is set to attack. He doesn't have a backup strategy. Like if he can't attack, he doesn't do anything else. Let's see, this creature doesn't have any macros. Let's see, this option allows you to lock a creature, which removes it from the list of creatures you can breed and sacrifice. I don't have any notes. Yo Godzilla, welcome to the Discord voice call. How's it going, my dude? Right now I'm playing Siralim 3. I'm doing like a Siralim 3 live stream at the moment. Godzilla said sus.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, why are you in here?
Why am I in here? Because I'm doing a stream. That way you guys can talk to me while I'm on the stream. Okay, so now we're looking at Unicorn Vivifier.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I was playing Morrowind.
You could still be playing Morrowind. We could both be playing games while hanging out. Oh, so this guy's name was Summer Aspect. His name was so weird, I didn't realize that's what his name was.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said hello bad hole. Godzilla, hashtag more George said Orion.
Ryan, could we not have the double echo of the text to speech?
Just give me like 10 more seconds to get them in my ears and plug in.
Okay, well, it's good to have you, my dude. Unicorn Vivifier has Reinvigoration. After this creature attacks, it has a 50% chance to resurrect a random dead ally with 50% health.
Godzilla,
That's pretty good.
Hashtag more George said he's getting the headphones and let him wait for 10 seconds and put them ITN.
Let's see.
So what are you doing, Nick?
I'm playing Siralim 3, and I'm on the voice chat while I stream so that you guys can talk to me while I stream. Right now I'm looking through all my monsters on Siralim 3 to like refresh myself on what they can do. Let's see.
So I've been watching a bunch of these videos about like roads and highways and stuff. It's pretty interesting how terrible they are in terms of all kinds of things. Like, you know, like how like it's like our highway systems are like almost designed to be the worst thing for climate change, and that they have like these disastrous like positive feedback loops.
What are some ways to fix it?
Like stop driving cars. So there's this.
Well, does that have a lot to do with the highway or more to do with cars?
The past few days, me and my friends have been working on a cool story just for fun about big fish and volcanoes.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that you've been doing some writing, Godzilla. Also, Kitty just posted like a really big thing.
I can't remember the exact technical name, but I can describe it. This phenomenon, so you have like a highway, right? And it's congestion. Because there's people, and there's cars, and there's too many of them, right? So what do you do, Nick? Like, what's the solution to that?
Wait, you say I'm on a highway that's congested?
No, like, you need to, like, try and fix the congestion.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said Nick is gonna write an essay in 2 seconds.
But where is the congestion? Am I on a highway? Like, you say there are a bunch of cars congested. Am I on a normal road? What's the thing? Like, tell me the scenario again.
Like, a highway.
So I'm on a congested highway. You normally just wait. Like, what do you do?
No, I mean, like, in terms of, like, designing the highway.
So in terms of designing
like,
a
you're
highway...
You're tasked with, like, trying to lower the levels of congestion in a highway. What do you think you should do?
I feel like a lot of times what ends up happening is, like, expanding the highway or whatever, so that you have like more lanes that are able to travel.
Okay, right, but there's a problem with that, in that if you expand the highway, instead of lowering congestion,
well, actually,
it encourages more people to drive on the highway, which will like maintain congestion.
What's the reason for that congestion? Because I feel like I may have...
Like, congestion, right?
What congestion?
Like, expanding the highway?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said make the highway as narrow as possible. Nobody gets space and there is so much crashing and stuff. Godzilla. Hashtag more George
Making
City
more
play.
lanes or like more bridges or something won't actually make the congestion less. You'll essentially have more lanes of equally congested roads.
Well, let's look at like the root cause of the congestion, because that would probably be better. Because I feel like what I tried to do when you asked me that was try and figure out a general solution, but that's an error in problem solving. I need to figure out why it's happening in the first place. So why is there congestion in the first place? Dylan Blakey said, "Hey JetBlack, real quick, Ryan, because the people on stream don't have like a voice, so I like have to read their thing." Dylan Blakey said, "Real quick, Ryan, let me read through this thing real quick, because he can't like interrupt. He's not like in the voice chat to be able to say anything." Dylan Blakey said, "Hey JetBlack, been a minute since I've been in the live. Last time I was here, last time I was in here was us having a debate on which was better, DC or Marvel. I'm Camp DC, as you know. Yo, Dylan Blakey, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do any questions for your boy? Do any discussion topics like talk about on the stream?" Godzilla, I don't know why he's talking on the stream, because he could just talk here. He could talk very easily. But he said this game kind of looks like Caves of Quad. What's Caves of Quad, Godzilla? But please continue, Ryan. I just want to make sure that the people on stream get to talk, because I don't want it to be just me talking in the voice chat.
Is that you know how like a bunch of like interstate highways will like go through cities, like urban areas?
They can. I mean, you say, do you know how they do? And it's like, I don't know a ton about highway. I haven't been watching highway videos. Kitty said, "Hello." Yo, Kitty, feel free to join us on the Discord, like in the voice chat.
Transversing like across the country, you know, like trucking and like sort of like long distance stuff, and then you have the people commuting into the city, and they're both hitting each other on like the same like highway that's like entering through the city, and that's a bad idea.
Maybe you could have
Godzilla.
like designated.
More George said, "I feel like Marvel is more down to earth, and I feel more connected to the characters group, but I like some parts of the DC universe."
Okay, so hold up. We got like multiple stuff going on.
That you can get to like the sort of the periphery of the city, and then you can use like local streets, but also like public transportation to get into the city center and such. So like the highway should go around the city.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said, "What's up?"
Should have less like streets and cars in the city center, and have more like walkable, biking, and public transportation, like in the heart of the city.
So to address like each thing real quick, Dylan Blakey said, "Yeah, bro, what's up? What are y'all talking about?" Ryan's talking about why he thinks highways suck. He's been watching a lot of videos about like urban planning and like highways and streets and stuff like that. Godzilla reacted to what Dylan Blakey mentioned earlier. He says that he feels like Marvel's more down to earth and that he feels more connected to the characters, and he said Groot. It's interesting you picked an alien as the character that you feel more down to earth and connected to.
Why do you mention Groot?
But he said,
what about Groot? Is Groot down to earth?
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said, "I like Groot."
Godzilla. Hey, yo, welcome, Kitty. It's good to have you. Godzilla said that he likes some parts of the DC universe. I would say in response to that, a lot of people do like to say that Marvel is more down to earth. I'm not entirely sure why. Like, a lot of people will say that like DC characters are kind of like larger than life, like godlike beings kind of thing. But I don't feel like
Rainer has like so many rings.
But I feel like Marvel.
His dick is so big.
I feel like Marvel's not that different in terms of their characters being godlike. Like Tony Stark might be like a billionaire playboy or whatever who doesn't have powers, but he practically has powers with all the different suits and resources he has. It doesn't really make him that different from like a Thor character. Black Widow may just be a person, but she also had like years of assassin training and everything.
Said, "Okay, but is he Groot?"
And also Groot's like an alien. He just is like an interesting example as someone to like relate to. But that shows that you can
Stark
relate to anyone.
Industries like a publicly traded company?
I feel like that may depend on the storyline. It definitely has
Godzilla.
like a
Hashtag
stock
War George said he feels down to Mars.
that's traded in the
Right.
comics. Because
Yeah,
Tony
like
left the
a
company
publicly traded
recently.
company.
Yeah. Tony like left Stark
Do you think-
Industries.
Iron Man's activities will affect the stock. Because you have like idiots or nefarious things like Elon Musk going and like manipulating Tesla's stocks by like tweeting out Tesla's stocks should be like lower and shit like getting in trouble with like the FTC. Do you think like Iron Man would do that? Or like do you
So
think something like that would happen?
that just straight up does happen in the comics. When I was reading the Iron Man run that happened right before Iron Man 2020, that was actually like a big deal.
Godzilla.
Stuff kept
Hashtag
happening.
War George said he poops skibbity bop.
Stuff kept happening with Stark Industries that were like big like scandals or whatever, and the company was hurting over it. And that's kind of what leads to Tony's brother Arno taking over the company, like within Iron Man 2020, and him becoming the new Iron Man and stuff like that. Also, Tony kind of died as well. Died in quotes, but whatever. Big thing.
I was watching this.
Oh, but real quick, right? Because you're trying to pivot. We barely covered a whole bunch of stuff.
2020 more like Iron Man 2021.
So real quick, I was going to type out a response to Kitty's message that she sent at like 5:05, but Kitty's here. Let me just quickly reply to a whole bunch of stuff. So for one, if you were inside of a plane that was a transformer and it transformed, well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. So if you were inside of a plane that was a transformer, I think if it transformed, you would just get crushed if it didn't eject you, just by how they like form. So even if you had a seatbelt on, I think you still would just get like food processed like inside of it, especially the way that they change. In Fable 3, you can...
No, like food processed, like you get like the jungle, right, where like people are like falling in and getting like packaged into the meat.
I don't know what Ryan's talking about. In Fable 3, you...
Like back when the meat, like before the FDA, when the whole thing was like unregulated, you'd have like dead animals and stuff.
Oh, the jungle
like,
is in the book. I know what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking about a jungle, but I see what you're...
Yes, you're talking about like meat. Like meat, not like
I was talking
that.
about food processors, which don't have to be meat necessarily. You can own a food processor in your house. Feel
Get
like
some lemonade head out.
I was thinking more tomatoes or something. You can put whatever you want in the food
You get your
processor.
finger cut off in any of them, and then it gets in there.
That's I get. Well, I don't know. Some of them are like slap chop things. How do you even get your finger in there in the first place? You'd have to try. But Fable 3, you can play as a female character. I think what happens is at the beginning of the game, you play as the male character, and then you eventually like reach a point where you get to switch or pick who you want to be. So I imagine if you start off the game and you're forced as the male character, you might think that you don't have the option to play as a female character. But it's one of those, like, if you just wait a little bit longer, you get, like, the option to, like, change up kind of thing. And then Kitty answered the question of what she would do if she was all-powerful.
Godzilla. Hashtag War George said according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly.
The bee movie thing. So she said that if she was all-powerful, she would fix the Earth, help to bring back
We need a
all...
citation on the beat. What laws of aviation are they trying to invoke?
So she said that she would fix the Earth, help to bring back all endangered or extinct animals, then, well, that would be like dinosaurs and shit. I feel like that could actually cause some problems. Then reconstruct the planet in a way to make sure all animals can stay, and no earthly resources suffer depletion. So then there's no scarcity, which could have a direct effect on like certain like economic
George
things.
said IDK probably the one with the bee movie.
Then restructure the soil so it can be bountiful in farming across the world. That one sounds fine. I don't see any issues with that one. Then help to create hydroelectricity across the world and help engineers to incorporate that into cars, motorcycles, boats, spaceships. the hydroelectricity in a spaceship? Where do you get more water? Then help to extend humanity's lifespan. Then I would get rid of all plastic.
Well, Nick, you recycle the water if you're in a spaceship.
Okay, I guess. Wait, why? Hold up. Does that make sense, or are you just saying that? Yeah, like I don't know if that's how that works. Then.
Well, yeah, that was kind
recycle shit on the spaceship.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like you use a lot of water for recycling.
They convert their urine back into drinkable water.
Yeah, so it's a lot of recycling. So I feel like there could be hydroelectricity for that. Now, one thing I did want to mention
How is the hydroelectricity generated?
you.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, Nick, you should hire some guy on Fiverr to do your audiobooks.
Like hydroelectricity we have is like huge like dams and like massive amounts of water running through like turbines and stuff.
Exactly. So it would need to be something that's a bit more portable. And I feel like that could be done. I feel like that is something that could be done if the right energy was applied to it. Now, one thing I just wanted to say about...
Applying energy to it. If you're applying energy to it, doesn't that defeat the purpose of generating
No,
power?
I meant like mental, like humans applying like their energy, their thoughts, their focus, not a separate energy, but our focus and knowledge and going ahead and doing that, not like a separate energy source to the hydroelectricity. But I feel like an Autobot would make sure you were safe. And we're all seated in seatbelts on the plane. So when he changes, he would just keep the seats there. And that would be like in his stomach.
Because you see some of those later Michael Bay movies, like Optimus Prime doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Dylan Blakely. No, it is Dylan Blakely. Dylan Blakey, could you join the Discord? Come and hang out with us. Get in this voice chat, my dude. Because I don't want him to get left behind. He's still, like, in the stream chat. If everybody's in the Discord chat. Let's get on in. But you were saying you don't think an Autobot would, like, crush us. Does an Autobot have a choice? Like, let's say a Decepticon rolls up on the Autobot plane. And the plane is, like, a commercial airplane. They don't have, like, weapons or whatever. How are they gonna, like, protect themselves and the passengers without transforming?
I have thought about that.
It's like a commercial plane. Why would they not have like a robot gun?
Well, right. And not the gun part, but if you could, what
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, Jess, what is your favorite iDungeon 2 world?
So what he'll do, he'll create a rectal cavity, and then like all the passengers will safely slide out. Because he's gonna have to fight with the front part.
Yeah, but like it could just be like out of his shoulders. Why like an axe?
Because it'd be too high off the ground. You go out and you just slide down like you do for a space, like let's say for plane crash, you could just use the slide.
Like inflatable.
Exactly, and he just slide down, and so he would hold him off. Everyone would get to safety. Once that's done, then he could just go ahead and start handling.
Like he clenches, and then the inflatable thing.
No, he doesn't clench.
It's
just
an
like.
cavity.
Does he have?
I guess
Hashtag more George said, maybe the Autobot just doesn't become a normal Autobot and just stays as a plane.
If you just stay as a plane, you probably die.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, cause this sounds very uncomfortable for the Autobot.
True, you got a whole bunch of humans coming out of his ass. And then, does he have to wait for everyone to, like, unfasten their seatbelts?
I don't know if he even has an ass.
Well, in her situation, it does have an ass. And it's the back of the plane. You can't leave out the back of a plane, by the way. There are big, like, things on the back. Like the big fin or whatever.
Functional. Like, he's not, like, fully a plane. He's an Autobot. So it's not like he doesn't use the bathroom or anything. This is purely just an escape method that can be used.
Well, Transformers use the bathroom.
Said, but what if someone on the Autobot plane was a terrorist?
To protect people.
The Autobot
But
plane
like,
wouldn't be a
designing his
terrorist.
ass with people being like squeezed out in mind.
No, they're not. they're not. They're not. Nobody is squeezed out. It's just like a door, a compartment, and then they just go
Yeah,
out.
but why
of
would
it.
that be like? Why would that be put there?
Do you have
Unless he
to?
like intends to like have people inside his body.
Yeah.
It seems really niche. Like, why would you do this?
Well,
Because, like, he wants to help blind people all over the world.
Well, then don't like transform when there's people in you.
Well, I mean, what?
Like,
I was
like,
doing
pull
based
them
off
out,
the video. Did you see the video? I posted a video. I say, would you get? I think it's like, would you get do a plane ride for $30 or something like that? And the plane transformed into an Autobot. So, I mean, maybe the Autobot just wants to do it. Maybe.
You seen like the Michael Bay movies? They're always just like, think it's like a car or something. They just open the door and like toss you out, and then they transform. Because otherwise you get like decapitated. So you could just do the same thing with like an airplane. You just, like, take the door and they get sucked out. You know, rapidly decompressed or something.
Godzilla.
Faster.
No, Godzilla Autobots don't have that.
Godzilla. Hashtag George said don't judge.
so Autobots have
They do
like
have gender, so.
they do have gender and they do pee. We saw an Autobot piss on a dude in like the first movie.
That was.
As
I
far as
I
what's
that
opening
sounds
up
like.
his fluid to resemble peeing.
Yeah, like that probably hurt him. Like he probably pulled it from somewhere essential and he just wasted it on some rando.
What if it was like dirty oil? What if that's like his equivalent of an oil change? Except I don't know.
It's not like he replaced the oil in that like.
You don't know what's happening inside his body. He just needed to get the bad oil out of his body.
Why is it oil?
Cause he's like a
He's like
fucking
a weird
Autobot
robot.
or whatever. Yeah,
They like run on like energon or something.
that's true. But he also has to take care of his. You're telling me that if you don't do proper car maintenance on a Transformer, they're not gonna get shitty? Bumblebee was all like rusty or whatever when he was
Yeah,
first
but
found.
like he also did like I just like scanned and did like some robot alchemy and now I'm a cool ass car. So they could just do that.
Well,
You know?
they have like a battle mode in one of the
He like
movies.
drives down the tunnel and he drives back and he's like a shiny
Camaro.
new car.
Yeah.
And it's not like he did any maintenance on himself.
Also,
Godzilla. Hashtag George said can Autobots wear clothes?
I don't think so.
I don't see why not.
Wait, how would it fit? How would you fit the clothes? Well, we have seen a robot scan a person.
Godzilla. Hashtag George said big clothes.
It's like the Autobot meme. Would like a Transformer wear his pants in a robot way or on a truck way?
Oh,
Yeah.
true, because when you transform, your clothes would
Like
just
in
get
car
shredded.
form or in like people form?
Oh, good question.
We see that Transformers can copy people in Transformers 2, and that girl was wearing clothes.
Godzilla. Hashtag George said could the Autobots be dinosaurs?
I mean, she was wearing like a meat bag suit or something on her, like covering up her metal bits.
Yeah,
There was something going on there.
and she wore
Why
clothes.
did they need to cover up her metal bits? That was so
Hashtag
strange.
George
She's
said
trying to infiltrate college so she can seduce Shia LaBeouf's character so they can get the thing.
The All-Star
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
I forgot Shia LaBeouf was even in that movie.
Yeah, they replace him with Mark Wahlberg later on. Lord Xanathar says, I just found your channel when I was looking for Dungeon and Dragons paintings. Oh, cool. Welcome. It's good to have you. Hit up our Discord. We're talking on Discord right now. And I don't want you to get lost in the sauce, because it's been mainly on Discord. Kitty, you mentioned that you would do all these amazing things for the Earth, but you would do so, it seems like it's all very practical, but in the scenario, it's like you're all powerful. Like, why is it that you would make it where, you know, everything runs on hydroelectricity when you just have, like, infinite power? Like, couldn't you be like, everything runs on magic now, and we don't need it anymore?
If you have infinite power, then you don't need to do hydroelectricity. You just generate an infinite amount of petroleum.
Why run on any kind of,
like, why would you
fuel?
want to change all of the, you know, like, gasoline-powered engines to some other shit?
Because you're all powerful. You can just
make
do
more conventional fuel.
And
I would imagine if I were to be all powerful, I feel like I would be almost at like a deity's level. So while I would want to help the planet, I also would not want to feel like I'm invoking onto anyone's rights. Now, while I wouldn't mind running their magic, I don't think everybody else would. And I feel like everybody would want to have that choice of not. Because some people, like, their beliefs they might not feel comfortable.
You'd be
with
infringing on the oil company's rights to destroy the environment.
No, because that's impacting other people's rights. If it's not directly
But we live under capitalism, so we don't care about those other people.
That's not all of us feel that way. A lot of us
Just how the
don't.
capitalists feel.
Well,
And they're in control because we live under capitalism.
True.
Like, unless you want to get rid of capitalism when you're getting rid of all the fossil fuels or whatever.
oh, also Ryan, you gotta give Kitty like some room to breathe. Like every time she says something, you're very ready to like keep going. Like you gotta let people talk, my dude.
Well, yeah, like, and I do hear that. Like, I do feel like capitalism plays a part. But my goal, because reality is there will always be someone who may be wealthier, unless I completely get rid of capitalism. But there are other societies where it may not be capitalism and it's still not structured properly. My goal would be to have everyone on Earth be able to feed themselves, everyone on Earth be able to have power and not need to pay for it. That was what my vision was. Because there's always maybe people in power, but if every person on Earth had an opportunity to make sure their families would be able to eat, they were able to eat, then a lot of the things that people have to do because they're not able to do those two basic things would be done. They would have resources to go ahead and build their homes so they couldn't afford to buy it. I just wanted that opportunity for everyone to have the ability to live well. And so if I were all powerful, that would be my dream.
Well, couldn't you accomplish that goal by making everyone all powerful?
I don't know if everyone should be all powerful. I mean, to be
Why
honest,
can't you be all powerful?
I don't know. He just asked me what I would do. I don't know. Like, if I was all powerful, I'm sure I got it somehow. I don't think, because unfortunately, there's people with nefarious ideas. What if I make everyone all powerful, and then it opens the door for, like, all-powerful serial killers, and...
But what if you're nefarious?
I wouldn't be nefarious.
You wouldn't be nefarious?
No. I know
How
my
can
heart
you
is
guarantee that?
Because I wouldn't. I mean, I'm so like, I wouldn't, like, you know, I mean, it's very specific.
God's like, I'm jealous, you can listen to me, I'm all good.
Well, yeah, like, no, I'm just, you know, that's what would be, what I would want for the world. I wouldn't want
When you
to
propagate your holy book, it would be internally consistent.
Ooh, would you have a holy book is a good question.
No, I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't want
Would you allow them to worship those false items?
I think people can worship who they want. I don't think would be my place to tell them what to do. I feel like, I mean, that would really be my focus. Like, I don't think worshiping, like, I would be more, I want to work to do things like help girls who may be victims of assault, or boys too who may be victims of assault or kidnapped, or like
Boys go.
You sound like a superhero, which is pretty cool. Like wanting to like help people, kind of thing.
Yeah, like if you could be all powerful, why wouldn't you when it's been your time helping people? If I could be all powerful, I have no limits to me. I'm gonna help. Like, a lot of people need help. And if you could do it, like, why not do that? Making people all powerful, I don't think that would resolve it. Yes, they have power, but I feel like the people who have power, some people, they just desire to have more power than others. So I don't think the answer would be making everyone that way. I would just say, it's like, okay, have you guys ever read the book The Rainbow Fish?
I have not. I think I've seen it. I used to volunteer at a library back in the day. Also, even if people wanted more power, if everyone's all powerful, they just couldn't have more because everyone has the same.
But, like, that, you could say that about humans. I mean, technically, we're all the same power strength, but there are people who are more powerful than others.
I don't think it's the same kind of comparison.
Like, physically, we're, like, humans, I mean, there's bodybuilders who may be stronger, but, like, I'm talking about physically. Like, none of us have, like, superpowers. Not like Superman.
Yeah, but, like, some of us are, like, ninjas. Like, I don't... Like, physically powerful, we are not all equal.
They're strong, but they don't have supernatural powers for the most part, as far as I know.
On TV, and they say they have supernatural powers.
But having the power, the ability to tell the future does not mean you're more powerful than someone else.
Whoa, hold on.
Like a meat.
Did you just say being able to see the future doesn't make you more powerful than someone else?
I don't personally think so.
What? Okay, so this is a unique perspective. Ryan, do you know that Kitty has prophetic dreams where she like sees the future or whatever?
Yeah, but is that like real?
Well, she claims it to be. So it's interesting to hear someone who says that they have prophetic dreams say like, well, seeing the future doesn't make you more powerful than someone else.
TV say they have magic powers, but is that real though?
No, I don't. I personally don't work like I can't tell you. Like, if you were to ask me what's your future, I would have no clue. It doesn't work for me personally like that. It works in a very precise way, and it is more so localized. But yeah, no, it definitely doesn't work like that. I think, from what I understand, people who have, for example,
like, is there like a range?
Yes, I do have range. It's people who I know personally, so like I am able to tell. For example, a friend I had at the time, a year ago from the point that we stopped being friends, I had this really weird dream, and I was just like, we're not going to be friends in a year. And she was like, oh no, we'll be fine. I was like, I don't know, because usually when I have these dreams, they always come true. And then a year later, that exact thing happened. And it's kind of, I've had that for experience with everything. Like, when I was dating my ex, I had a dream about certain things, and they ended up all happening. So it's people who are directly connected to me. Like, I can't do that outside of someone. I would have to know them intimately enough and then form an emotional bond. And once that emotional bond has been formed, then I'm able to. But outside of that, I'm not able to at all with her.
And you're saying that doesn't make you more powerful than like the average person? Because it sounds like if your prophetic dreams are like always accurate and they always come true, then you would have like the natural advantage of, even if you don't have full control over like when it happens or what it's about, just like knowing your future, which most people just don't know. It's a solid like unknown spot, and they have to kind of deal with not knowing.
You know, like the dream, right? Like what happens? Can you change it? Like if you didn't want to stop being friends with your friend, can you like? Is this like some fated thing?
When I tell you I did everything in my power to not have that happen, I did everything in my power. I was so distraught by that because we were friends for most of our lives, and we had a falling out for 3 years, and then we got reconnected, and then we were finally back connected, and I just like I felt heartbroken when I heard that, and it's funny because through that time I did everything I could to keep that friendship, and I wasn't really happy, and then by the time it did end, I felt like it was a weight lifted off my shoulders. I had spent so much time trying to keep that relationship, and they weren't necessarily bad. I think they were wonderful people. We just had two different expectations on what friendship would be. So in order for me to be my best self, in order for them to be their best selves, it was actually better that we did end up ending our friendship.
That's interesting. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm asking kind of a personal question. So feel free to let me know if you wouldn't want to answer it. And I can make it kind of like less specific to that situation. In what ways can like friendships conflict where you feel like you can't really be friends anymore? I can kind of understand like a relationship, like dating someone. It could just maybe not work due to like a conflict. But I feel like my friend could be like, yo, I like smoke crack on the weekends. And I'd be like, yo, you probably shouldn't do that. But I don't think it necessarily makes it where I can't be friends with them.
Why shouldn't they smoke crack on the weekend?
They probably shouldn't smoke crack regardless of the day of the week. Like, I don't think...
Yeah, but why?
It's not good for you.
Not good how?
It's not healthy to smoke crack.
Not healthy how?
Doesn't it make like your teeth
You
fall
know
out?
it sounds not healthy. What?
Yeah, but I want to see if you can like come up with a reason why.
I just don't think it's healthy. And you probably shouldn't be
Yeah, but
interacting
why?
with like...
Like, what have you heard about crack that makes you think it's not healthy?
I've heard bad things about crack.
Yeah, like what?
Would you smoke crack on the weekends?
I don't have any crack to smoke.
If you had crack to smoke on the weekends, would you smoke it?
I don't like do drugs.
Neither do I. Okay, so would you recommend anyone doing drugs?
No, I mean...
Oh, okay. It sounds like we're in
what do you mean
agreement.
recommend,
Our
like,
friend shouldn't be doing drugs, right?
You know, like, caffeine is a drug. Like, I don't do that often, you know?
Oh,
I don't think caffeine is the same as crack. Crack's not even cocaine. It's like...
Except it is.
yeah. Is crack
It is,
cocaine?
but it's not the same quality. Like,
Wait.
cocaine is like Wall Street. These people are functional with it. Once you get on crack, that's like...
It's the same thing.
Yeah, isn't crack
not the
cocaine
same
like
thing.
the full name of what it is?
Crack cocaine
No.
is a type of cocaine.
Crack is a filtered cocaine. It's not as high of quality. Both are not good for you, by the way. I'm just saying, like, the difference when you have people using that high quality
Well,
items.
why do you call what was it? Like the Wall Street? Like what is that?
I think I get where she's coming
like
from.
on Wall Street, like, there are people who do cocaine to keep their energy up constantly, and it's not healthy for them. Of course, eventually it can cause issues, but you know, they're able to be at least outwardly functional. We've seen people on crack, they don't, in my opinion, they don't respond quite the same way.
Changes you.
Because they put fillers, like, the cheaper it is, they put a lot of
She's
fillers.
invoking the crack versus like powdered cocaine.
Yeah, like the difference between like
From, like, the
smoking crack
1980s.
and like snorting cocaine kind of thing. I get what she means, because you don't smoke powdered cocaine, which is I think what she's talking about when she says Wall Street. But the cheaper, like, people burning a spoon thing is smoking crack. And I get what she's talking about with the filters, because that's true for other drugs too. Drugs in like a base form are like pretty expensive. So in order to like sell it to people who can afford it, you have to like cut it with other stuff to make it like more affordable, but that also makes it like much more dangerous. You end up, instead of like smoking crack, smoking like Clorox or something. Like it ends up being like a really different thing.
Exactly, and that's a big part. Even with marijuana, like if you're getting it for too cheap, you should be worried. It should not. I don't use it, but I've seen people who end up really sick because they get something that's so cheap, and it's laced with so many different things, and you get high, but at like what cost?
So, Ryan and I have declared ourselves drug-free. Neither of us do drugs. I don't drink. I don't think Ryan drinks.
Declare?
Oh, I'm sorry. I declare for sure that I'm drug-free.
I declare a bum war on drugs.
But I don't do drugs or drink. I don't think Ryan drinks. I don't think I've ever asked you. Do you drink, Ryan?
Drink what?
Like alcohol.
Like I drink a lot of tap water. That's what you mean.
Oh no.
Okay, Kitty's anti-tap water. What if he drinks filtered tap water, Kitty? Would you be like more down?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a factory on the Tennessee River that releases poisonous chemicals into the river's drinking water. So, you know, that's a thing.
Ryan's really
Yeah,
big
I'm
into
sorry, say it
propaganda
again?
stuff.
There's a factory that releases forever chemicals into the Tennessee River.
Oh my. Are you in Tennessee? Do you drink that water?
No, but we live in the Tennessee River Valley.
You live like on the river?
Close enough.
That reminds me of old "I was born by the river" joke or whatever. But I'm not sure. Ryan, I think what she's trying to ask is, do we drink that water regardless of if we actually live in Tennessee? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought he was saying that he lives next to this factory, and him and his family, they live like
It's
actually
2 miles away.
Well, there's our water filters where you can use reverse osmosis, which is just basically a really great way to clean the water.
What makes it reverse osmosis? Isn't that just normal osmosis?
Well, because usually what happens when it comes to tap water, there's just,
Osmosis is 2-way.
yes, but when it comes to water, when you get it from the tap, there's usually a lot of chemicals. Just think about what you see for people when they do a TikTok. They're putting like toilet cleaner in the top part of their toilets, and that goes into the drinking water. They have separate chemicals that are used to help with the flavor of tap water and to clean out some of the stuff. So they have to add in water, so it's just filled, and you have
Yeah, I've
products
been in
going
wastewater
there.
treatment plant.
Yeah. So, right. So you know. So this is more of a. What? I mean, have you not been there? I don't know. I can't tell if you're.
No, I have been there, but I don't know what you're trying to like insinuate is in the water.
Nothing out of the norm of our norm, but if they're so for
I mean, yeah,
this
the carcinogenic chemicals are pretty normal. I mean, it's water.
right. I mean, it's not good.
It's not just this river; they're all over.
Right. True. But there are systems that are really good at going ahead and filtrating those chemicals out, but they're really expensive. They can be like $400.
Do you think like the city wastewater treatment plant like has those?
No, you'd have to buy this for your home separately, like, and put it into like your kitchen sink. You can put them into your showers.
Wouldn't it be like cheaper to just get like a big one and put it like at the wastewater treatment plant?
Ideally. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if individuals want to have that option to have cleaner water, I think it's something they could look forward. I do wish it wasn't so expensive, so it was more accessible, because usually the people who need it the most, they can't access it. So that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Right now, while we're talking, I'm also playing Siralim 3 or whatever. We talked about so many things, but we jumped around so much, like during this time.
What do you want to circle back to? Crack? Cocaine?
We don't have to circle back to crack. Kitty, you were talking about how if you were a god, you wouldn't want to, like, infringe on people's, like, on what people want to do necessarily. But at the same time, you want to give them the opportunity to live the lives that they want to live and to be able to live comfortably. But you also mentioned that you don't think that everyone should be all-powerful, which is interesting. I don't know what problems could actually arise if everyone's all-powerful. Because I don't think anyone could really do much to you. Like, if someone was like, I'm going to, like, take away all your food and, like, starve you, you'd be like, I'm all-powerful. I just summon more food, and I just have it. Like, I don't know how it could be a bad thing. Also, shots fired on, like, most gods, because you were like, I wouldn't control their worship. I don't really think that'd be my business, kind of thing.
Well, okay, so think about it like this. Think about racist organizations, for example. If they were to be all powerful and there was this lone person of color walking somewhere, yes, you have two
Wait,
powerful
why is he walking
but-
somewhere?
Because that's what plenty of people do. They walk
Yeah,
to
but
the
isn't
store,
the like all powerful like the guy walking?
yeah, if he's all powerful, I
If
mean,
he's all powerful, why isn't he like flying around?
maybe he doesn't want
Why
to.
walk?
I mean, if you're all-powerful, you can just choose your
All
transportation
powerful
method.
guy walking.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes to walk. It's like a hobby.
Okay, so we got
Doesn't
this
it-
guy walking.
So let's say he walks or let's say he flies. Like, that's a great way that people of color have been targeted. They're usually somewhere, let's say walking or flying, they're by themselves, and they might be one powerful entity, but if you're surrounded by multiple powerful entities that are hunting you specifically, then you'd be underpowered, and that would be an abuse of power. Let's say you have a child that's all powerful, but they're in a situation with a predator, and that predator is also all powerful.
Wait. What kind of predator? Like a cat or like a person?
No, like a person.
Not like a all powerful bingo.
No. But I mean, I think about that. Not everybody has noble intent, and although I would love to think that everybody does, unfortunately, not everybody does. So, I personally wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Because
My apologies. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, what are you about to say?
For the colored person that's so weird to say. For the person who's alone, who's being ganged up on by, like, other people.
Yeah, you a person of color, yeah, I was like, color.
Well, I mean, you know, the NAACP.
True. That is how the acronym is set, like, colored people is, like, in the acronym.
Well, yeah,
but
but we don't usually use that anymore. I mean, it's a
not
name.
politically correct anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a symbol and a name, so they keep it, but usually we don't use it anymore. Not in day-to-day conversation.
I don't know what they would, like, change it to. Like, if they wanted to change it from color to, like, update, like, cool people or something like that. I don't know. But
Wouldn't change.
I don't think they would change it either. But I was like, if you had to, not if they had to, but if they wanted to, but keep the acronym, I wonder what they would do. But we lost the sauce. I was trying to say, yeah, if you were getting ganged up on, like, you're all powerful, and all the people ganging up on you are all powerful. Why can't you just like make clones or whatever? Like you're all powerful. Just make more of you.
Yeah, but Nick, they can make clones. And if that makes clones, then there's still more clones of them.
But you're all powerful. Like it's not like any of
But
you
so
have
are
a
they.
you don't have a
And
limit
there's, like,
on clones.
multiple of them. Like how many people are ganging up on this guy?
So from stories I've heard, it can be like 3 to 4 people, and it's one person. So in theory, this one person is all powerful. But if you're both the same equal level of power, one will be able to kill the other.
Well, hold on. So
Both of their all powerfuls will cancel out, and so there'll still be like 3 white supremacists killing this guy.
you gotta think about like infinity though, right? If everyone has like infinite power, it doesn't matter if you have one person with infinite power or 4 people with infinite power, because 4 times infinity is still infinity. It's not like 4 infinity or whatever.
Well, Nick, that's only if you're conflating infinity with all powerful.
If you're all powerful, do you not have infinite power?
So are you, like, for the all powerful, are you, for you it sounds like you're incorporating that these people cannot die, they're immune to any sort of damage. I didn't think about that for all powerful, but if that's what you meant, that could be something to consider. I just thought you meant how, with what their powers can do, they're limitless and ever evolving.
Well,
if their powers are like limitless and ever evolving, they can just be, I have like an all powerful force field or something.
I mean, when I define all powerful, all I think of is having all powers. There's no power you don't have, right? Or else you'd be like some powerful then, right?
But I think of it like, are you familiar with Thanos' backstory?
Yes. Well, we're talking about like MCU Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know shit about comic Thanos, except he loves death.
So like, go on a date with death?
Yeah, he's really in love with like the personification
and
of
he's
death.
like really bummed.
Well, okay, so Thanos, he was born to his father and mother. Now, for their planet, his father was exceptionally powerful. He was leader of this entire planet filled with nothing but gods. And basically, skipping over a lot of the backstory, blah, 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 he was still able to overpower quite a few of those people. And you have to remember, Thanos, for his kind, he was considered deformed and he was considered unnatural. So he still had that advantage over the people there. So I just feel like, and he was a serial killer. He was going around killing gods all over the place. So I feel like if you were to have someone who had nefarious intentions and they're all powerful, you could definitely have an issue where you would also have someone who's also extremely powerful, and one may overpower the other, and probably will.
How do you get overpowered if you have all power? Because a lot of stories that have like gods fight each other, it's normally like,
Yeah.
I'm the god of like water, and I'm the god of lightning. And they just have like set power sets, and they might as well just be like super powered people, like regardless of the title of god. But if you both can do anything, there's no limits to what either one can do, you're both like all powerful. I don't think it's as simple as like, oh no, he got me with like a lightning bolt or something. Because you could just be like, no you don't, I'm all powerful. I can undo stuff in time. Because that's just one of my powers. Because I have all powers or whatever. You know what I mean? You could make a force field and it's your own reality that you exist in. It's not just to protect you. It's just like whatever you want world. And no one else can get in because you're all powerful or whatever.
True, but I feel like with humans, no matter if we were all to dress the same, speak the same language, we would still have differences in our genetic code. So let's say if I did make everyone all powerful. I don't think it would impact person A the same way it would impact person B. I think person C would have something different going on, because it would just be more than just them having those general powers, but also how it would interact with their body.
I agree that everyone will probably react to... Well, I mean, I actually don't know. Because if you're all-powerful, do you also become all-knowing? Seems like you might. Probably be one of your powers is that you're also, like, omniscient. If everyone knew everything, do you think people would still be super, like, individualized in terms of mindset? Because we would all have the same knowledge. There'd be no secrets. You would know everything there would be to know, and everyone would know it. That would also imply that everyone would know what everyone else was thinking. Like, at a certain point, omniscience for everyone is like the equivalent of a hive mind. And at that point, how different are people from each other?
I think it would depend. I genuinely think it would depend. Like, when I think of all-powerful, I don't necessarily connect that to all-knowing. I feel like they could be the same thing, but I don't think necessarily they would be the same thing. But it could be something to consider. Sure.
I'm getting fucked. I'm trying to do a fight by just smashing the X button over and over again, but I'm not sure if that's actually gonna work.
How can you tell you're fighting?
So as you watch the stream, you'll see, well, you're gonna see that all my niggas are dying. So that's a big way to know that I'm fighting. But they have a whole bunch of numbers popping up on the screen. Yeah, my whole crew died. Everybody in my crew died.
Are these other players?
No. So this is a game that I haven't played maybe in years. I don't remember the last time I played this game. But I decided to just skip to like wherever I was before and just try to play from there. It didn't work out well. Didn't work out well at all. I'm gonna try again though.
You know what? You are persistent. And that is something.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I'm just kidding with you. Yeah, I usually try to do that too. I find that I end up having to restart from the beginning. But if you're able to, that's actually pretty cool. Because it can be really difficult to start over because you don't want to start over. But then it's like, maybe I have to.
Everybody in the crew has shell. I don't know what the fuck shell is. And they have... This nigga has leech. I don't want leech. Okay, we're gonna target him. Okay, he used shell though. What does that mean? Oh, hold on. Inspect him. What does he do? Okay, rite of passage. At the start of his turn, it steals 5% attack, intelligence, defense, and speed from all... Oh! Oh, kill him before his turn. Son of a bitch. Okay.
I have to kill him. Why can't you just ask him what it is that he wants?
Because this is an AI Dungeon 2. If it was AI Dungeon 2, I could have a whole conversation with this dude. Oh no, he did nothing. He actually couldn't help. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Cast Shell Burst on this hug. Because, yeah, that's what I need to do. Everyone cast Shell Burst. For some reason, I can't just hit him. Do the spells. Magic all around. Have we asked Ryan what he would do if he was all powerful yet?
I can say I know, for sure. Well, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do?
Like, what do you mean?
If you were all powerful, what would you do?
Like, probably the stuff.
Okay. The stuff?
Like, have my motivations changed?
You can think it whatever. I don't know. I didn't make it up, so I don't know. So,
Didn't make a pledge. What do you mean you didn't make it up?
What was Nick's question? He asked me, and then he asked.
So,
Wait, didn't you ask me first what I would do if I was all powerful?
No, he asked me.
I'm about to scroll through this chat. You're gonna learn today.
No, I'm just...
Okay, so Kitty at 2:36 p.m. said, if you had all the power, what would you choose to do? And then I responded at 3:47 p.m. And then I asked her the same question.
No, I wasn't saying like for you. I just meant like in the game. Oh my goodness, I didn't know you were referring to there. I was just saying like character is who you are when no one is looking. So if you had an opportunity to act out everything you wanted to do with no one looking.
Godzilla. #Lord said, how are y'all?
Did he say, how are ya? Oh yeah, we're doing good. So far so good. So
Godzilla. #Lord said, nice.
you're asking what I would do if, while no one was looking, question mark?
No, it was just like a self-reflection question. It wasn't really a question. Because, okay, so in the context of what I was talking about, I was just saying that you can really see what type of options you would make if you knew you could go through, like, for example, the video game Mass Effect. You can choose to carry yourself in one way, and you can also choose to carry yourself in a completely different way. If you choose to carry yourself in a completely different way, then you can see how you would act, and that's why I was referring to
Godzilla. #Lord said, my mom really likes Mass Effect. Godzilla. #Lord said she likes RPG games in general.
your mom has really good taste. But yeah, so I mean, you could just see what it is that you do, what it is that you would decide in regards to that. And that's what it was. It was more like a reflective question, not a literal question. But I can see why you took it that way.
So the issue that I have with like a lot of games that give you like character choice is the fact that they don't really give you the same level of character choice as AI Dungeon 2. You just actually can't see like what you would do in that situation because it's not an option. You can't just pick what you would have normally.
Godzilla, does your mom like AI Dungeon 2?
Well, that's a good question. Every time I try this fight, the monsters I fight are different. So can I even strategize around like who I'm gonna hit? The only consistently the same person is Big Yeti Nigga, and I haven't figured out how to beat Big Yeti.
Godzilla. #Lord said she doesn't really know about AI Dungeon 2.
You should tell her about
Godzilla.
AI Dungeon 2.
#Lord said yes.
Ooh, I like that yet. Fill her in. Indoctrinate. I'm trying to get Kitty in the AI Dungeon 2. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll play it.
So I'm reading the wiki of the MCU of like why Iron Man died.
What?
I thought
It's because he did the snap.
Yeah, but why did that kill him?
If you're not powerful enough, it kills you.
Godzilla. #Lord said my dad likes programming and computer stuff in general, so he already knows about AI Dungeon 2.
Oh,
So
cool. Does
the
he play?
Wikipedia or the wiki is for the nano gauntlet, like what Hulk and Iron Man use. It says, however, while the nano gauntlet was made of extremely resilient nanotechnology, such as Iron Man Mark 85 armor, it cannot contain the stone's power as well as the predecessor could. As such, simply attempting to wield the stone simultaneously would cause their collective energies to leak from the gauntlet and begin to severely wound the user, as was the case with Thor and Iron. So it's not that it's just like the power of the person, it's the power of the person relative to how much like damage they can tank while the Infinity Gauntlet is like damaging them.
It's more of like a defense.
You know, like Hulk is like a super powerful Hulk man, so his arm gets burned up. But Iron Man is like a normal human, so he gets like hit.
Yeah, I was wondering why Hulk did. I thought that was a little weird. I was like, yeah, you can get a robot. I mean, look at Winter Soldier. Can you imagine Hulk with his own arm? That would be a cool storyline.
I'm not sure that Hulk's arm will heal. Like, it's burned, but Hulk has like a healing factor. So like maybe eventually it'll like heal his arm.
And he has so much radiation. Like, he should have used a god. I just never understood that. Like, some of the stuff did make sense. Like, for example, with Star-Lord, why is he not in prison? That man is the whole reason everybody died. He couldn't keep his emotions in check and stay focused on the task. And literally, so many people died because of it. It was purely his fault.
I disagree. I 100% disagree with that. So, it's not Star-Lord's fault. It's Doctor Strange's fault. That nigga knew it would happen. And he didn't tell anybody. He didn't go, hey, Peter, I know that you can't keep your dick in your pants and you're gonna go up to Thanos and be mad about Gamora, but you gotta shut the fuck up because you're gonna just ruin the whole thing. Like, he could have just told them.
It wouldn't happen if... Okay, so he said it wouldn't happen if you told him.
What?
Yeah,
so
okay.
what happens in the world where he tells Peter Quill to be
could have done, right? Is he could have just drained Star-Lord away. Like, right when he's getting mad, just put him somewhere else, and then they can get the gauntlet off Thanos, and then they win.
I agree. Actually, that would...
Or... See, that's the thing about Doctor Strange. Like, Thanos probably like wakes up and then like gets the gauntlet back eventually. Like kind of like what he almost does in like the Battle of Earth, where he like beats him one up and like gets it.
I feel like if
that would probably happen anyway. Is like the thing that Doctor Strange is about. Like all these situations, like he shows up eventually and does it. You know,
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said, hey Jeff, which race would you play if you played in this AI Dungeon 2 world?
I'd have to read all those things. Hold on a second, because I'm like in these conversations
Human,
and I'm fighting.
Check, skeleton,
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said, reading.
I'd have to answer that one another time, because I'm also reading in the game. I'm trying to like balance a lot of stuff. Mini hacks.
You're saying how like the movie didn't like make sense or something?
I mean, I guess technically the movie made sense, but I just felt like that part was so... I have a hard time imagining if you knew that all of humanity was a demon. That because you were so focused on one, and I truly believe in the power of love, I just felt like, I feel like you would have still put your best effort to go ahead and stop this person. Because they would have hurt even more people that he loved. And it was just very weird to see Star-Lord. He just was so out of focus, and usually he's able, like in other movies we've seen him stay focused when there was a threat to someone he cared. Like, yeah, like...
Star-Lord is pretty much a dumbass.
Oh.
I mean, that's what, like, War Machine says.
Oh, I mean, he
and
has...
then Nebula's like, yeah.
Oh,
You know.
well, I don't like calling people names, but...
And then, like, Thor's coming over here, and he's like, yeah, I also agree.
What's the situation where Star-Lord did have like a level head?
I would say, like, okay, so when he was fighting his father, like, he had longed for family, like, someone who's connected to his mother his entire life, and he...
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said, Star-Lord should have used his love to save the world and just not doing anything because that will help him avenge his lady friend.
Yeah. That is definitely an option too. I don't think he would have felt comfortable not doing
Godzilla,
it.
hashtag more George said Star-Lord just don't do anything, man.
Yeah, but Gamora's dead.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yes.
And he's upset that Gamora's dead.
Absolutely. And he has every right to be upset.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yes.
So
I just-
he's upset, and then the person who murdered Gamora is right there in front of him. And he's upset. He's gonna yell at him.
But if they were to go ahead, I mean, Thanos had godly-like powers.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said but he could just call the space cops. Godzilla, hashtag more George said we would space cops.
He's talking about the Nova
But
Corps
also
that were in
the-
Guardians
The
of the
Nova Corps is
Galaxy.
all dead.
Yeah, I do think they are wiped out by the...
But also, when you
Godzilla,
think of
hashtag more
Thanos,
George said the second space cops.
when you think of Thanos, he has godly power. You know, he's connected with Lady Death. I feel like there would have been options if they just got the gauntlet off of him. And I think he was so focused on his emotions, he just wasn't thinking logically. Like, this is God level, a man with God level powers, God level technology. He has infinite resources. I feel like they probably could have.
Wait. Who has infinite resources?
Thanos.
He doesn't have infinite resources.
He has a lot of resources. His stretch goes extremely far.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said he has the Infinity Stones. Godzilla, hashtag more George said reality stone moment.
Also, Rat King.
Yeah,
Welcome to the stream is gonna have
He
you.
doesn't have infinite resources with the reality stone and the infinity stone.
I mean, with the reality
But, you know,
stone...
he didn't create infinite resources with the infinity stone. He decided to not do that, and then he decided to destroy that.
No. So you're right. He did, but even before then,
Godzilla, hashtag more George said he could go.
And he didn't want to.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yes.
Why is it that Thanos didn't just win once he had the ability to manipulate reality? Because I don't think any of his opponents had anything to counter that.
from the comic books, from when I read it, Thanos, his logic stemmed from bloodlust. So I honestly believe there could have been other resources he could have done with the stones. Like, his issue is that the universe, I mean, we were depleting its resources, but I'm sure he could have used the stone to alter the universe so it could support everyone, and even more so. For Thanos, he has and he will try to, I think in the comic books, and I think they kind of give him more of a benevolent aspect in the movies that just really wasn't there. For him, his murder, it was connected to his sexuality, his dominance, his personality. They're all very much...
Big energy. He's getting shrinkage.
I don't know about that, but it was just all very much interconnected because it all stemmed from his love of Lady Death, and throughout his life, Lady Death kind of groomed him to be infatuated with murder and killing. So I think they slightly hint on that through the movies, but they give him more of a benevolent difference. And I just, I was kind of disappointed with that, because I hope they would give his origin story so you could see, there are other ways he could have resolved things, but he has such a strong bloodlust, it overpowers everything else. So his plans and his hopes and his dreams are just built on bloodlust.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said the only thing that the Infinity Stones can do is stop Batman's dick.
I don't know if that's true.
Stop Batman's dick from doing what exactly? Like coming? Like I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
That's definitely getting people pregnant.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said destroying the world.
Like, how is he like getting like Pandora's box and like inserting his stick into it? Like,
No.
like what is happening?
Oh, I forgot he has a real gem of shell burst. So, Ryan likes to talk about Batman's dick a lot, which is why Godzilla's also doing the Batman dick thing.
Oh,
Like, if
okay.
Batman's dick isn't like a world destroying like threat or something.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said it is though. Godzilla, hashtag more George said that's why he wears pants.
Is the guy on the lower right, is his head, are both of their heads sewed on? Is that like, are they sewed on, or are they just like that?
I
Or
believe
the creature with the two heads
he's
on the lower right?
he's called Flesh Abomination, and it does look like he's like a Frankenstein creature. Like, I zoomed in on him, and it looks like some of his body parts are even like different colors. So I think his whole body is like just different parts from different people.
Oh no, don't kill him. He probably doesn't even know what he's doing.
What? No, he has wretchedness. That's the name of his power. Your creature's attacks against enemy creatures with vulnerable cannot be dodged and have a 50% greater chance to be critical.
The creature with the two heads is named Cooper.
The reason Batman wears pants is because pants, as like a sort of fashion,
Godzilla, hashtag more George said not the flesh abomination. Godzilla, hashtag more George said with the yellow one.
Oh.
And from there spread to wherever Gotham City is. Because people of Gotham City wear pants.
I didn't hear any of it, Ryan, so I'll be honest. I was
Godzilla, hashtag more George said nobody wears pants.
In some cultures, they absolutely don't wear pants. In Gotham's culture, they do wear pants. That is true.
It's interesting to hear people refer to Gotham's culture.
Wait, does he not wear pants?
No, as far as I know,
Godzilla,
he does wear
hashtag more George said
He's
Gotham
wearing
is not moving out.
micro tights or something. Like, his underwear's on the outside. Is that pants?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said we have used technological advancements and now we don't wear pants.
Society is
Godzilla,
surpassed.
hashtag more George said grow up, it's 7019.
It's 7,000.
It's actually 10,000. It's 1,200. I got it. 12,020 in the Holocene calendar.
He got the shit
The
out of
one
him
true
once again.
calendar.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said it could.
Also,
Godzilla, hashtag more George said why is the Yeti crying?
I think that's like face paint, actually. And I apologize if I've become a little bit quieter. They changed the monsters every fight, so I gotta start every fight by reading what, like, all the enemies do. And, oh, 3 of these niggas turned invisible. Like, it's stupid. Oh, fuck. Okay. Have I already lost, actually? Like, I haven't done anything yet. Oh, I actually have 2 unicorns on my team. It's not even my turn yet. Like, this is just the computer going on. Holy shit! I didn't even do anything. That's like the worst run yet. Good game. He like OTK'd me.
No, not the unicorns. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're killing unicorns. I can't. How can you kill a beautiful unicorn?
Apparently with like invisible and a whole bunch of stat drains. Because that's more or less what happened.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said, what is it like playing AI Dungeon 2 Worlds in multiplayer?
Oh wow. I don't know if that was even the right link. I was trying to see if it was because I wasn't not sure.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said it is the right link.
You're on the AI Dungeon 2 website for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. This is my first time being at the website. Or I don't think you met me.
Welcome to the AI Dungeon 2.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said also.
Also, he says?
Also.
Why would you just say also and nothing else? I'm surprised that he'll do like the text to speech, but he'll say like one thing
That I
sometimes.
heavily do not recommend multiplayer.
True, and to single player is way better. Multiplayer used to be good, and then they changed it, and now it's kind of like booty butt cheeks.
Nick, that reminds me. Michelle was complaining about your Discord. And of course she doesn't show up a lot.
Ah, tell me more. What is
Okay,
Michelle
so
is Ryan's
she thinks
sister,
you
by
need
the
more
way.
of these like what is it called?
Channels.
Yeah, channels.
Why? Got him. See that no one ever knows the answer to the question for channels.
I also agree. You need more
But
channels.
why though? What would they be used for?
Kill the chat.
What do you mean to kill the chat?
Yeah, they kill it.
I don't. Why would I want that?
Efficiency.
What? How is dead efficient?
It can't fuck up if it's dead.
Is the chat fucking up? I don't understand. Let's see.
It's efficiency chat.
You mean like to balance the conversation through different channels? She's concerned because there's too much in one channel?
She doesn't feel like scrolling too much.
Like she doesn't want to like catch up. Just jump in wherever it currently is. Like you don't have to like go all the way back. If you go back, a lot of it is just Cowboy posting videos. Like it's not like a ton of convo for the most part. Until when it is.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said, just ask what is happening.
That's fair. After your creatures cast a life spell, they gain a random buff. Doesn't seem that good. Let's see. Arcane creatures regenerate 30% or 10 of their mana, whichever is higher at the start of their turn. Berserk creatures deal 50% more damage and take 50% more damage. I should probably target this Berserk headass. Oh, they have 2 of these hoes. He has Grace. Oh, he can dodge.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said you should make a second general chat just to make people mad.
That seems so weird. Let's see. What do you guys like about the Discord, by the way? Yo, Jay, welcome. It's good to have you. Welcome to the voice chat. What do you guys like about the Discord?
I'm liking it currently.
You're liking it currently?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
I like getting to interact with everyone. I think it's fun, the discussions, and I do find some of the videos really funny.
Ball. I'm glad that you guys vibe with the Discord and with the content.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George. Said if I feel like
Godzilla,
it.
hashtag Laura George said if I feel like it, I will just write paragraphs about why soup is the shit.
8
What's
and a
wrong
9.
with you?
Oh no.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said soup is tasty.
He didn't say soup is shit. He said soup is the shit. He's saying that he likes soup.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, I need to kill Crystal Smith. Because he's giving everybody more defense, like a little hoe. So I gotta kill him, and I gotta kill the Berserker.
And do you all like
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, do you all like Bingus?
I don't know what that is.
It's a hairless cat. He's really into Bingus for some reason. It is a phase.
Oh. I think hairless cat. I think all types of cats are cute.
If anyone here knows the rules of Siralim 3, why is it that I can't see certain people's health? It really throws me that some people are just here, and I have no idea like how hard I'm hitting them or what.
I think Frog Sothoth knows.
Godzilla?
Sorry, that's you.
Godzilla, hashtag more George, said Frog.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said frog. Godzilla, hashtag more George said also. Godzilla, hashtag more George said that's me.
Yeah, we always just call him Godzilla. I don't think he knows. The thing that he said in the live chat earlier was just him like joking around or whatever.
I was about to take it as like legit, like info, like this man or woman. I'm not quite sure your gender, and I don't want to assume about this, but this person knows who they are talking about.
I don't know what he just did. Oh, he has Berserk. He's gonna be weaker. But I can't see his health.
Oh no, save the unicorns for the love of all that's good, please.
Right now, they're actually doing pretty good. The unicorns, believe it or not.
That's good.
Let's provoke. Tell everybody to provoke.
Is this on the computer or is this PlayStation?
So this is PlayStation 4.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I am a male.
Oh, okay, okay. You know, I just didn't want to assume, anything.
Hello.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yeah I know and I appreciate you for it.
Does anyone want to see my custom card deck I'm doing book? Let's pop it to the book.
Are you gonna post it?
Oh, okay, you can still kill people even if you can't see their health bar. It's good to know.
I honestly feel like the flesh abomination, they're not villains and he's been created. He probably doesn't even want to see
I think did he just take his turn? Somebody just took their turn.
Hashtag more George said what is your favorite kaiju? Godzilla, hashtag more George said I like the ones I make.
Favorite kaiju? I actually don't know. I think Harudagarn is pretty cool. He's like, oh, there's a better one than him. There's a giant monster that was in the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, and it took like most of the main characters from Dragon Ball to beat him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he could punch so hard that it would tear a hole like through the dimension, and it would create a portal that he could like hit you through. But like everybody had to fight him, and he was pretty cool. He's probably my favorite kaiju. Really strong for like no reason.
My favorite kaiju is Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju.
Okay. He's really good for like switching with your opponent, because I think he has the lowest attack question mark out of the kaiju.
Also, I like the Mechadomo, that's for his name.
he does have a cool sounding name. And I don't know if I can beat this dude. He's got me kind of fucked up right now.
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate the support. I'm doing like hidden damage on walls. Maybe I need to beat up the Yeti. I can't tell because he doesn't have a health bar. I feel weird trying to hit the Yeti. I don't know how much I can actually do to it. But let's stop hitting the flesh abomination, because it's not doing shit. And let's hit the Yeti. He dodged it. He with the greatest of ease too. It didn't even seem like it was a challenge.
Hi.
So we're stuck at our last unicorn. Did you ask if I want to guess your custom deck? Like what kind of custom deck you make? So I gotta guess. Can I have a hint?
Well, some of the custom cards are about someone in this call.
Okay. So custom cards based on like people here. Are they based on you?
Yeah. Some of them. But others.
Godzilla. Hashtag
Godzilla,
George.
hashtag more George said, are they based on Jet?
Also, the other one, do you remember the series that of cards that drag you? And I made some custom support to support and.
Custom support for Greg. Who is Greg?
He's one of the variant emperors.
I'm not familiar. If I am, I might be just bad with names. I'm kind of bad with names in general.
Variant, well, who kind of looks like a Martian guy from Looney Tunes.
He looks like a Looney Tune guy. And you said he's a barium, so he's from Zexel.
Yeah.
Okay. I did play through the
Let's look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Grass.
Ooh, could you send a picture in Discord chat? Because I do have the Discord chat open. Right now while we're talking,
I don't know how to do it.
I'm trying to also figure
I
out
don't know how to do that.
who to fight.
Thank you.
So if you copy and paste into the chat, that actually works pretty well. I think that's how Godzilla posted that kaiju picture that he just posted. That one dragon one is a lot bigger than all the other ones. Like much larger than I thought he was.
And
Oh, Kitty, you posted the kaiju picture. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have scrolled up more. My apologies.
No, you're okay.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, I didn't post the kaiju one, Kitty did.
Credit where credit is deserved, Kitty. You posted that picture. Who's your favorite kaiju, Kitty?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be so hard to say because I just feel like they're so detailed, and I know this might sound really stupid to say, but beautiful, and they're in their own way. So it'd be hard to say which I prefer and which I don't know. I really couldn't pick a favorite. I just find them all to be so equally fascinating, equally interesting.
I would say... Oh, I already actually answered who my favorite giant monster was. I guess when it comes to like live action giant monsters, it probably would be some kind of like Power Ranger or like Ultraman character. Because a lot of their monsters have like extra powers that are kind of more like comic book powers. Because I do think when watching that like Godzilla King of Monsters movie, it is kind of boring that a lot of them just kind of hit each other. You do have that one that's like a big dragon, like Hydra thing. It has lightning, that's kind of cool. And Godzilla has like the atomic breath.
Godzilla, hashtag Moradori said my favorite kaiju is the one in my PFP because it has a really intricate backstory because me and my friends made a cool ass fantasy world.
Cool.
Can I share my screen?
Sure, if you know how to do that. Let's see.
Godzilla, hashtag Moradori said also the art we got is super good.
YouTuber.
So did you and your friends like draw that picture, or did you get like a Fiverr order for the picture? Because you mentioned that the art that we got like as a group, and I was like, oh, did you guys like all pitch in for like a Fiverr gig, or did like one of or more of you draw it?
Hashtag Moradori said my friend drew that picture.
I think your friend did a really good job. I like it. What do you guys think of the art that your boy Godzilla shared?
Yeah.
I think it's quite creative. I enjoy looking at it.
I do too. I like how there's like a shine on all of the orbs. Like the little like spray paint effect that's done around each one with a little light reflection really does make it look like they're glowing, which I appreciate. I think that's cool. Equal to
Excuse me?
15%.
Can you see the screen?
I can see the screen.
Let's see. Watch stream. Oh, interesting. So you have the stream up, then you can't see the normal Discord. So I do see it.
If you want to protect stuff that make people stronger, and sometimes give people superpowers.
I might focus
I
on.
get back. My deck.
It's very awesome and very unique. I can tell you put a lot
Yeah.
of work into it.
Yeah, I did.
So I do see your deck. I noticed that you have the hands cards being run alongside your customs. I believe you've shown me a version of this before, or at the very least told me a little bit about it before.
And I told you about it.
That's cool.
And if you want to do it,
I'm actually currently playing Siralim at the moment. Let's see.
what is that?
So Siralim is a game where you have like a party of 6 monsters that fight alongside you. Ooh, okay, I was able to do double damage. And I almost killed that dude. Okay, this is actually really good.
Yes, so I really love that matchup.
So Siralim is a game that I haven't played in like a really long time, but it kind of plays like a classic RPG. And it's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
like RPG.
Nice. You might like Siralim. They're about to release a new Siralim game that I think is currently available on Steam. Like for the like starting game.
I like the more cartoonish one. I can't go
Not Hashtag more George. Said what is politics and why have I been invited to it?
My favorite one is called Utopia.
So your favorite RPG is called Utopia?
Really fun. I played it and gotta say, it's a good game.
I have to kill the Yeti. I think the Yeti is my biggest problem. Cool.
I like seeing the Yetis.
Interesting joke, because essentially what you did is you just rhymed it. It is like, is that a joke?
I just what?
You just rhymed it. You're like, I can feed the Yeti some spaghetti.
Godzilla, #George said other information on that kaiju, they're fish.
It's a fish kaiju.
You know what I have? You know what I have on my deck is?
What do you have in your side deck?
I'll tell you one of them.
Let's see. And then I need to attack this guy.
Blossom and Joyous Spring.
That is like a fairly popular game. So that makes sense. Sure, if you would like to. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Kitty.
I did. You know the new freezing chain structure deck?
I'm aware of it. Like, I know it's a thing. I don't know what
We are
about it.
making a graphic novel in that fantasy world, by the way.
Cool. I hope that, like, well, what are you gonna publish it on? Actually, is it gonna be available on Amazon, your graphic novel?
Pretty much that my name was on freezing chain structure deck, but I put some things in.
Okay. Did you take anything out as well?
Nope.
Okay. How many cards
I
are
only
there?
had.
Godzilla, #George said we were thinking on this little website called Webtoon.
Oh, cool. How easy is it to post things on Webtoons? I've never tried to, like, upload anything on it.
Godzilla, #George said not sure.
Alright. I wish you the best of luck.
The parts in my deck, I have 45 cards in my deck.
That's awesome.
Am I free to take that? Oh, can't make food.
Now, with 45 cards, your deck might be slightly less consistent. Oh crap, my monster has silence on it. I normally try to go for having like 40 at most. Oh, they brought him back to life. Yeah.
Godzilla, #George said I have been writing a side story about the giant monster actually, and it's going well so far. 7 chapters and we have a lot of world stuff.
World building is always good. Oh man, I really need to hit someone where.
Here. That.
So I'm pulling up the stream you have now. So I can see it currently. It flickers a little bit where it'll go back and forth. Like right now it looks dark.
Go ahead. I'm gonna second prior to my side deck. I have 2 flyers.
You added a second what to your side deck?
Fire. flyer. Two flyers in real life.
Okay. So it's to reflect like the cards that you actually have, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's not to yeah. So it's like a fight. But
I can't tell if you're cutting in or out or in and out. I can only kind of hear the last part that you said.
I'm trying that is trying to imitate the breathing chain structure there. That's why I call it breathing chain.
Makes sense to me. Oh, Kitty, you think you've been up with the battle? So far, I've been getting like my ass handed to me on like a regular basis. What do you think I could do better to try and like defeat the Yeti in his cohorts?
It's kind of hard to tell. I don't really quite know what's happening. I think you may have needed. Are you able to switch out your squad or crew or your helpers?
It is possible for me to change up my team, but I don't think I've like upgraded like anybody else. Like this has been my ride or die team like the whole time. I might go and like grind, I guess, like to try and like level my peeps up or something. But I was hoping to try and just see if I can beat him without grinding. Maybe I'll try one more time, and if I die this time, I'll like grind.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, yo, is it Christmas yet? Godzilla, hashtag more George said, too bad.
Yes, it's Christmas right now.
Well, my favorite part of RPGs is
What is it?
grinding.
I can't tell if you mean that like sarcastically or if you're like, no, legitimately.
I'm serious.
Okay.
My favorite part of RPG is grinding.
40% greater chance to dodge. All effects that activate when a creature defends will activate twice. Enemies burn debuff lasts forever. Holy shit. This effect also applies to your own creatures. Okay. After your refuse attack, this creature deals 150%. See, he's probably gonna hurt me a lot. He's gonna make it really hard for me to hit anyone. I probably need to kill him and him. Maybe that weird ghost thing as well. Okay. I mean, really, if I'm gonna do the double hitting attack, I should hit this main dude with because he definitely needs to get hit. Well, it said minimum defense on him. You should just keep him ready if he's at minimum defense. But I also should attack this dude and hope that it lands trying to get the heal down.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, I usually like RPGs, especially ones with different races, so I can play as some very alien race so I can experience the culture and explore, and also roleplay along them. Godzilla, hashtag more George said, one of my favorite games that do that is Kenshi.
And I am well aware of your love of Kenshi. You do bring up your enjoyment of the game quite a bit, and understandably so. Let's see. Now, once he can get rite of passage on Vexed, it's extremely powerful.
Hey, Katie,
Yes.
you want to see my face?
It's up to you. You know, if you don't, it's up to you.
Now I'm going to... I really want to kill this dude. I think he has a minimum defense now. We got to hit him a second time. If I could kill even one of these dudes, that would be really nice. Because I haven't killed anybody who's times.
You see my face?
Yep.
I can see your face. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
And that was the whole score.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you people.
It was good to meet you as well. I'm going to...
Don't do that. Come here, puppy. Come here.
Ah, how's Chansey been today, kitty?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said this is my proof of why I love Kenshi. Godzilla, hashtag more George said calling the cannibals.
Sam's such a good boy.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said is above man.
Let's see. I think I'm starting to learn what everybody can do in this game.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, or should I say bear?
So what can the unicorns do?
So the unicorns have an ability where when they attack, they have a chance of potentially healing somebody else on the team. But most of the time, I don't use their attack because it misses. So I end up using...
Oh no. Yeah, you're gonna have to try them out. I don't... Have they been able to take any damage?
Yes, actually. So what I normally do instead of attacking, one of my creatures gives all my other creatures the spell called Shell Burst, which deals damage based on the opponent's defense. So if you hit someone who has a really high defense, they end up taking like a good bit of damage in response. But I will swing with my unicorns this time around to try and see if I can get that like percent chance.
Oh, chance! It's alright. But no, you know you like DCUO. You should do the power, or play the power of sorcery. I think you'd really like it.
I believe sorcery might have been the one shot.
Hashtag more George said
Oh,
basic
yeah.
Kenshi if it was AI Dungeon 2 World.
So I used sorcery, I think, when I originally played DCO back when it was on PlayStation 3. And I do remember enjoying it for sure, but I imagine I'll probably get more enjoyment now that I'm older, because I'll actually like know what I'm doing. Because I think when I was younger, you know how like when you're a kid you can like play a game but you never really like understand how it works, kind of thing.
True, yes. Yes.
Right now the homies aren't looking very good. They're looking pretty busted up. I still don't know why you can see the health bar on certain people, and on others you can't. But it makes me want to only attack the people I can see the health bars of.
Wait, on the left-hand side, is that a body frozen in the ice? I just noticed that.
Yeah, that's the dead guy. Straight up.
How did he die?
Maybe the monsters, or maybe he froze to death. Like, to give the monsters the benefit of the doubt.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, hey Nick, should I share my screen and show you my AI Dungeon 2 world?
Can. I mean, when it comes to the sharing the screen thing, I can only really see so much what's going on, because it's like, it's not the same thing as if you send like a screenshot. Because if you send a screenshot, it'll take up like the full picture, where whenever I look at the screen share, it doesn't actually fill up the whole screen. So when we were looking at like the custom deck, it's like not as clear as if it was just like a full-size picture kind of thing.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, you gotta click on my screen. Godzilla, hashtag more George said, when you were screen sharing.
Click on your screen when you're screen sharing. I can't attack. Ah, I've been hit with scorn. They knew that I was gonna try and use my attack heal. Okay.
He took a chunk out, or she, or whatever they are, took a chunk out.
Okay. We've killed 2 of their people this time. I'm feeling a little bit better than normal. What does my guy do again? Like this dude. After this creature dodges an attack, it attacks an enemy. So, yeah, I'll just have him cast Shell Burst on... Ooh, I didn't know if you like highlighted things, you could see like how badly hurt a character was. So this guy is mortally wounded, so yeah, let's see if we'll kill him. Ooh, come on. No, he's not dead yet. If I'll...
So, which one is... How do you tell them?
So when you read the top of the screen, when you highlight a character, it'll tell you like how badly hurt they are. So this like fire demon looking dude, Ashbone, he's mortally wounded. So hopefully, nope. Ah man, even with him being so low, I haven't done enough to like kill him yet. What is this guy's natural attack ability again? So he, after someone attacks, deals additional damage. But I don't have people normally using their attack. So that makes his effect not as good. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. I should have casted. I don't know why I decided to go for that.
Oh no!
Swapped positions? What does that mean? Okay, the whole crew dead, all the homies. I don't know, now that I've learned a little bit more about like how to tell how hurt people are, I kind of want to go back into the fight. Also, I tried to go to a lower depth. Oh, this is how you go down lower depths. I'm stupid. So this number, the 2 and the 4, they're not 2 different things. This is just 24 all together. I don't know why you can highlight the individual numbers. But then you hit down to go to the lower ones. That makes a lot of sense. Let's try one more time before I try to grind it up. So,
Hello.
Godzilla said click his screen. I don't think clicking your screen makes it bigger. Like, it still only fills up so much of the thing. I can read your thing fairly clearly, though. I guess because it's not, like, small cards. But I'm also, like, in the middle of the game. So I'm not, like, gonna be super able to read stuff.
What game is this? This is an RPG.
Oh, yo, Tank Man. Yeah, this is an RPG. It's Siralim 3. So says the mighty title of the video that has the title of the game. Oh gosh. So everybody got a boost? Why does everyone get a boost?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. Are you live right now?
Yep. So right now I'm streaming Siralim 3 while also talking with you guys on Discord. This creature's attacks deal 75%.
I have to get ready for my own communities and stuff, but I did have a lot of fun learning about this game. Siralim. So I'll probably watch after we finish streaming once I finish stuff too. Oh, the stream's still rolling. It's still happening.
Yeah, I'm still. Ooh. I'm glad that you've been having a fun time. What are you gonna stream tonight?
Nice. What were you saying? You asked me something?
Oh, I was going to ask you, what were you going to stream?
So, I actually am going on back to London. I'm going to try AI.G2.
Yo, Tankman, do you have like heavy echo, my dude? Somebody out here is echoing like a tunnel. No problems, Micah.
I don't hear any echoing. I don't know if it might be me because I don't hear it.
Oh no, you're fine. So Tankman, when he left and came back, the echo went away. Welcome back, my dude.
Alright, well I gotta get ready to go, so it was so fun chatting with you all, and exactly.
I hope that you have a fun time playing Among Us.
Thank you.
Hi.
And we'll see you soon.
I wasn't here to see it, but I see that you posted some artwork of your profile. It's like a beautiful fish.
And
Do I want to swim? I'll swim. Oh. One of his own moons died. Shit. The poison is quite good. I'm a king. I'm trying to get the favor of like a group of gods. I'm traveling across different realms, doing missions for them. Right now, I'm trying to like kill this dude's pack of monsters for a god. The dude actually doesn't seem like a bad guy, not gonna lie. Like, he straight up just seemed like he was minding his own business. And then one of the gods said, if you want my favor, because someone's gonna come and attack the kingdom soon and you need our help, then you gotta like beat this guy up. And this dude's like, yo, I'm just chilling, like, why you gotta beat me up? And he's like, you gotta beat him up. It's what you're supposed to do. So, yes, get them heals. We need all the heals, boys. I've been stuck in this fight, Tankman, like, for the whole time. Fighting, like, these same dudes. They change the group of monsters every time, except for that one Yeti in the middle. So you have to learn what everybody does, like, every time.
you can feel it,
Thank you, Kylie. I appreciate your support. Well, let me get back to the like text-based general chat, because whenever you look at someone's stream, it like takes you to like a more like a video call, like in general chat. Okay, so now I see you drew your boy Tankman. You know what that his body shape in that kind of looks like Raz from Psychonauts. Are you familiar with Psychonauts, my dude?
Oh, is that game where you
That was my first thought when seeing the dude.
Cactus man. What other interesting design?
If I didn't know that he was a cactus man, I think I would have assumed that he. Hey, you're right.
I had my headphones to listen into the chat a bit. You were talking to what's his name? About his like custom cards and stuff. Something about like ice cream.
Yeah, and I do. It's not my favorite art. My favorite art, like, as it goes quick. It's my favorite art.
You sound today.
He hits you up with that.
It's a Batman's dick kind of dead.
If you're talking to Ryan, you know he's gonna mention at least one of two things. Politics or dicks. I don't make the rules, that's just what Ryan does.
Ban him for what? That has no rules here.
I think I might win, guys. After multiple times of taking fat L's, I think I just goot him this time.
I hope I can.
Yeah, it's just one of the taxes you want to say. There's like 2 things left.
So I missed what
Godzilla.
the first
Hashtag
half of
Warrior
what
said cactus
Nickabenson
men.
said. Is this like a thing? Are the cactus men a part of your universe too?
Godzilla. Hashtag Warren George said just because I didn't make it. Godzilla. Hashtag Warren George said yes. Godzilla. Hashtag Warren George said they are like cowboys.
Mexican.
Please kill this yet. The Yeti just never dies. Fuck.
Do they wear bowler hats like cowboys?
This Yeti is dying, but he's not dead. Let's kill him. Let's see. Okay. Oh, he dodged it? Shake my head. Cheating. If he's dying, how is he dodging these attacks? Oh, come on. Come on. We can get him. I have faith. Get him up. Yes! Yes! There's only one dude left. We're so close.
I believe in you so much. I'm going up this way.
Thank you kindly, my dude. Yeah, he's able to just dodge attacks straight up. I feel like I should have used that earlier. No, no. So he's killing like all the homies. How strong is this one guy, actually?
I will make it when you look good.
Let's see. I don't have enough to use Major Resurrection. Gem of Determination. I could use Minor Resurrection, actually, with ease. Coolio. And then let me... Oh yeah, I have to actually go in with something. And on the shell burst. No, he's gonna hit everything. Yeah, So I have to fight him with 3 people. I just don't really have a choice.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said also frog people exist in this world too.
In our world, people attributed a bridge collapse to Mothman.
He's talking about Mothman. You haven't seen the Mothman documentary?
Said this is true. Godzilla, hashtag more George said I know a lot about Mothman.
Yeah, the bridge he destroyed.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said Godzilla.
No, stop killing
Godzilla,
everybody.
hashtag more George said you don't have to draw wrong man.
How do I eat this thing? How hurt is he? Okay. Oh, he's just wounded. He's not even mortally wounded. No! Oh, come on. I got him all the way down to the last dude. And he's about to wipe. I mean, I guess we might be in a very similar... Damn! What did he do? Okay. So, that was so close. Even with him down to the last Yeti, still was not enough. So, that one dude, even if you kill everybody else, is gonna take like a whole bunch to kill. That's wild. So he started with like a group hug ability. That's fine. We're gonna cast Big Shell Burst. Well, first, before we do that, I'm gonna inspect this guy.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said Jeff, what is your opinion on the world so far?
I haven't seen too much of your world yet, or at the very least, I haven't like read those descriptions that you've shared, because I've been like in the game kind of thing. He has multiple
Godzilla,
high
hashtag
priority.
more George said I meant the fantasy one with the kaiju. Godzilla, hashtag
Godzilla,
more George said it's a
I
cool ass art.
or fish.
This whole thing is fish. My whole thing is
Godzilla, hashtag more George said fish kaiju.
So, wouldn't a fish kaiju just be like a big fish?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yes. Godzilla,
Like-
hashtag more George said with arms and legs.
Like, there's like megalodons and things who are already like big fish, you know? Like they're still like already big. Is that like a kite?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said big human shaped fish.
I mean, humans are already human shaped. Because we're in the fish place.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said surfing, but big feet tall. Godzilla, hashtag more George said checkmate.
What was that one kaiju? It kind of reminds me of a UFO called
feels like a big dinosaur fish guy. So that does happen.
I asked before that we make it and Robert is not that talented like you. But that's one of the
Godzilla, hashtag more George said nice.
So tell us more about like what inspired your background.
There's this mod for FMF that's celebrated every day. And it's a
guy putting out that.
tricky. That's like his background.
I mean, the Megalodon upper emphasis size range for what's called 67 feet.
Oh gosh, I should have done that at the beginning of the fight. I feel really dumb now. Okay.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said, but they aren't 26 feet tall, they are like 76. Godzilla, hashtag more George said checkmate.
When you just end your statement with checkmate, even though there are no checks to get needed.
Ryan, he's checking me.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said Disney Bear.
Is that
Damn, I have scorn, so I can't attack that. I'm like forced to not use my good stuff.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said they are like a polar bear and a grizzly bear.
Oh, now I see it. Because, like polar bears look different from regular bears. I see it now. That's like a freaking brown bear colored like a polar bear. Oh, that's weird. Add grizzly bear to the world. Grizzly bear sounds like a cool kaiju.
Is it really to train everybody? It's gotta be really fucked up. Damn, and he can just easily like
Godzilla,
not
hashtag
get
more
into-
George said baby.
Okay, I think I have it.
Add grizzly bear to the world. Add grizzly bear to
Yeah, but you know what's better than that bear? Polar bears.
I know, grizzly bear.
That's weird.
Also, I
Polar bears are larger.
hear Chico in the background and I got my choking pin ready. But they're not here, so I can relax.
That sounds really weird.
Wikipedia says because of their dependence on the sea ice, polar bears are classified as marine mammals.
I see. Even though that they are mammals. But okay.
I mean, he keeps. There's still mammals even into
Godzilla,
a man,
hashtag more George said kaiju in the world are basically organic violence, so they got organs and stuff made by frog people in the past to fight, I won't tell you.
Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to
Can you post a video of the gameplay of your work, please? I would like to. I would watch that. I'm already subscribed to it.
Yeah, post their gameplay.
The only things on the channel are fish.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said it's a graphic novel.
Is it because there's a lot of graphic content
I really
in
like
the novel?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said no.
Why is it called novel?
infertile and can't have sex.
I can chicken wings, and hot dog and bologna.
I once in high school went for class president or whatever, and they had us all like do a presentation on like the TV circuit or whatever for the school. And I sung that chicken wing song, like instead of having a real speech.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Thank
Did you win?
No, I did not win.
Do you know how hard you lost?
Nick, do you like chicken wings?
I do like chicken wings.
You like chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets are okay. I don't think they're actually that good. Controversial take.
Would you care if the chicken nuggets prices went up?
Not really. I don't really buy chicken nuggets. So.
They need to be advertising at McDonald's.
I've heard that the chicken nuggets at Burger King are very inexpensive.
Pretty fucked up place.
I mean, yeah, McDonald's is fine, like a good place to go with.
And they racially discriminate against black franchises.
I go there all the time. What? They're racist?
I gotta kill all these guys again, just to not be able to kill the Yeti. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to power level just to kill this Yeti. Everybody else is just on some bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I do like some of my RPGs.
I'm gonna hit this dude. Okay. We're gonna cast with him Gem of Determination. Buff everybody. We all need the buffs out here.
It'd be cool if this was an adventure.
If it was AI Dungeon 2, I could just talk to these guys. I wouldn't have to be doing all this stupid shit.
Yeah. You can just say, do that, type function.
Well, I mean, no, not talk to the monster. Talk to, like, the bad guy monster. So that, like, I may not have to actually fight. Well, you were like, do that, and attack him. And I'm like, oh no, I wouldn't be asking people to attack. I'd be like, can we just all, like, chill? No.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
in universe, hold on, is anybody like hella hurt?
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said I am pretty sure that grizzly bears happened because polar bears were not having a good time because of global warming, so they went down to the grizzly bears and they had.
Is that actual
Sex. They have sex.
Is that actual fact? Or are you just
I mean,
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said I think.
I can tell the difference between a grizzly bear and a pole.
It's the thing about the racism at McDonald's.
What? 40, 52 former black franchise owners by law. Why is McDonald's racist though?
it has to do with franchising. It's less to do with customers walking in the store and more with like the franchises that are given to like black owners versus non-black owners. Subscribe to Omni. Omni talks about hella new stuff or whatever. Ryan's getting a lot of his stuff off Twitter. That's the same thing as Omni's getting his
I'm
stuff.
getting all my stuff on Twitter.
I said you get a lot of your stuff on Twitter. So Facebook's just taking from Twitter, so says people who are biased to their
I'm
social
using
media.
both as like a news aggregator.
Hello.
Can I have a plug, please?
Godzilla, hashtag more George
sure.
that I can't read.
What would you like to plug, my dude?
My first name. Please say
Cool. So Jaden Gaming, you said was your channel?
Hashtag George said so tell me if it says otherwise about global warming.
Could you write it in the Discord chat? For some reason I keep missing the last part of it. This dude.
Okay, so the Wikipedia page for the grizzly polar bear hybrid says it's a rare earthen hybrid that has occurred both in captivity and in the wild. In 2006, the first hybridization was confirmed by testing the DNA of a unique-looking bear that had been found near Santa Barbara, Northwest Territories, on Banks Island in the Canadian Arctic. The number of confirmed hybrids has risen to be all of them descendants from the same female polar bear. Possible widespread polar bear grizzly bear hybrids have been reported and shot in the past. The DNA tests were not available to verify the bear's ancestry. Genetic analysis has revealed multiple instances of introgressive hybridization between bear species, including introgression of polar bear DNA into brown bears during the Pleistocene.
Hashtag more George.
Godzilla.
Say so,
Hashtag
I think I am
George
wrong.
says I think I am wrong.
Okay, so we're just dealing with, so we just decided
Godzilla.
to create
Hashtag George said but I could just not be wrong.
I mean, the introduction of bears, I heard something about that before. It was talking about, like, something like the, well, or, you have, like, for, like, various sorts of evolution and stuff, trying to come up with, like, clades and branches, like, evolutionary paths and things. Sometimes there's more, like, introgression, so that can, like, mess up what they think is, like, one, or, like when you have, like, clades and you, like, sort of organize them by traits and stuff, but then the traits are, like, spread across multiple places. So you think they're more related than they're not, or than they are, and stuff like that.
Okay, I put my Discord chat.
Okay. Jaden would like to shout out his channel, Jaden Davis. Feel free to check out his channel. What kind of content do you have on your Jaden Davis channel?
Most of my content is pretty much me doing random. I really want to cuss, but I can't. Random stuff. Just like thought, a vlog, and like my first, like final video where like there was one where Yu-Gi-Oh, and gaming. Pretty much, it's kind of like a mix, okay? It's kind of like a mix of content. And it's very good to watch them.
So if you guys want to check out his content, which varies between him playing games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And him just doing random stuff that he likes to do, then feel free to check out the Jaden Davis channel on YouTube. Hey, plug your stuff. Hit up the plug money.
To find my channel, you have to put in Jaden Davis Bad, and it will back me #1, and you can find my channel by there.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said yes, when the Bible comes out, you think you will read it.
Why was that man? Why was there a man who was saying that?
It's because you can hear like other people's Godzilla voice, which is actually really interesting. I don't know why the text-to-speech sounds different for different people. You said it would be available on Webtoon. You'd have to hit me up with like a link so I can like check out your thing once it drops.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I proposed that
Said alright, but when I do
Hashtag Lord Jordan said alright, but when I do that, do you think you will read it?
interrupt me while I'm serious. But I think search my name up on YouTube and you can find me.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said interrupt you one more time, see what happens.
Be quiet. You're so loud. George, you're so loud. I'm trying to put myself in your life.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said just don't LMAO.
LMAO!
I'll do this another time. I understand.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said just don't make me loud.
No, you're using a robotic voice. You don't speak in the regular terms. You use a robotic voice. What are you talking about?
The Timeless Master.
Stop accusing him of being a robot.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said just
Damn.
tell the robot voice to be quieter.
Okay. The Timeless Master connects to life. I should have guessed that.
Voice chat.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said no.
That.
How do you know he's hiding anything?
What are you hiding?
Let's see.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said this is my voice. Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said I am robot.
Said I'm robot.
So I forgot that I had a thing on my character where I don't have to actually grind. Like, if I run into a monster that's weaker than me, instead of entering like a scenario where we fight, they just die. Like, I just get the experience. So that's pretty cool. I wonder how Kratos is doing. He sent me a Facebook message, but I haven't had the opportunity to reply yet. But he hasn't been in these calls. He says he's been watching some anime.
Also, Nick, you are a liar. You are a liar. The other day, you were like, I do a hidden pitch every day. And yesterday, you're like, nope.
So I'm going.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, why you lie?
So I'm transitioning into doing more like writing stuff. So I want to do more of those like audiobook things. I don't think it's too different from the AI Dungeon 2 content, because that also is just kind of me writing. The main difference is the robot voice or whatever.
Can you just read the thing? Why can't you just...
Godzilla. Hashtag Lord George.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said Nick, remember when Azani was calling you a self-promoter? Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said imagine if he came in one day and just destroyed you.
That would be... You know what would be nice if after those videos if me and George were the stars? That would be nice. That would be nice.
So you want to be the star of one of the audiobooks?
Yes.
Hashtag Lord George.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said I don't pay for any videos.
We're not paying. I swear to God, if you make it be like, I want to be.
I don't know what the fuck is that. So you keep asking for like special stuff, and it's like, well, what would it be?
It won't say if you pay me. It'll say if you provide me currency.
No. Hi. Jesus Christ, dude.
It just seems weird to ask about like specific stuff and then be like, and you better not ask me to pay for it.
Instead of money, you barter.
I swear to God.
Hey, do you have anything you can barter with Nick?
No, this is so, this is stingy. This is just...
Godzilla. Hashtag Lord George.
Godzilla, hashtag Lord George said if you provide me currency, then I will give you a beautiful art piece.
I actually don't understand. Because I don't understand. It's so stupid, so stingy. That's.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said just give me an emoji of $1.
An
Godzilla,
emoji
hashtag
of
Laura
$1.
George said please. Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said I am broke.
Oh,
I can hit you up with an emoji of $1.
nobody's going to give you. Nobody's going to dime, man.
I'll give you an emoji of like a bag of money. Here you go. That probably contains multiple emoji dollars.
Godzilla, hashtag more
Godzilla,
George.
hashtag
Said
Laura
you are
George
welcome.
said you are welcome. Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said that's the art piece.
Ballin'. You drew some squiggles
Put
on
in
my
the game.
It matters to me because I am mad because Nick is doing some weird stuff that makes absolutely no sense.
So
But what
right,
if it does make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Godzilla,
First, he's like,
hashtag more George.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said what is your opinion on Grizzly Bears, Ryan?
I mean, is there even something to have an opinion on? It seems pretty, like, sparse.
I like the face.
Just like being a thing.
I just like grizzly bears. What's so special about grizzly bears?
wait, can I hold the names on
Godzilla,
me?
hashtag
I
Laura
can
George
hold it
said
down.
Eggman, he lured you in.
Oh, I should
You
hold
learned
it
it.
down.
Yeah, and I make sure he doesn't lure me in again.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura
Godzilla.
George said they are grizzly bears if they were polar bears.
Bears.
Oh, the Tank Man.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said Jeff, what is your opinion on grizzly bears?
I think they look okay. They don't. I feel like it could look cooler if it was like half and half, vertically. Like if like half of them was brown and half of them was white, like a chocolate vanilla ice cream kind of like split.
Like those guys from Star Trek.
I think that would be pretty dope. Okay.
Hey, Nick.
Yo, Jake.
Godzilla, hashtag more George.
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said out.
And my grandma's channel at Margaret Davis. Just look up Margaret Davis Uno and you'll find it there.
This is what Nick wants put on the bears.
The grizzly bears look more brown. It would be like brown and like white. Unless you got like some black bears. Is that a thing? Like black bear, polar bear hybrids? Also,
Godzilla, hashtag Laura George said I told Bolt this on one of his streams, but my cats are connected to a conspiracy about aliens and the CIA.
Were the cats delivering crack cocaine into the inner cities?
Let's see. Oh, but Tankman. Which of the audiobooks have you enjoyed the most so far, and why?
Well, she is the one where you included a person that didn't even pay that you put in the story anyway.
So the reason why Kitty has been in like the stories is because she says that she has like prophetic dreams or whatever. It's easy to put her in.
What was that?
It's easy to put her in to be a way for the characters to know what happened.
No. No.
I don't know why Tankman's salty. I'm telling him why she's in the thing, and he's like, it's because she says that she has superpowers or whatever. It's just easy to fit her in. Because then she can like tell the character what the like big bad is, and then they can get ready for it. It's very plot convenient. It's just like,
Does it make any sense?
what do you mean it doesn't make any sense? Don't be salty because you don't have prophetic dreams or whatever.
No. I had prophetic dreams before.
Do you have them
Why
regularly?
would Bowser visit an apartheid
I'm
regime?
pretty sure a lot of people have prophetic dreams in this server, but you decided to be like, pity, you beat star, ha ha ha.
It's exactly how we sounded. Like I was there.
Let's see. Wait, you said your favorite one was the one, oh, is it the time robot one? You mentioned that you really liked when, the character got beat up or whatever.
Yes.
That is a
Yes,
cool
yes,
scene.
Yes.
I actually really like that as well. So far, this grinding has been going pretty well.
Although I don't think the country still thinks they're kidding. It's okay.
It's what Nick says after he's been grinding on somebody.
I missed the thing that Tankman said.
No, it's just me actually just being still mad about how you just absolutely are just being stingy.
He's not being stingy. He'd have to be giving you something for him to be stingy. Or not giving you
He needs to
something.
give me the honor of he does. Why? Why must you be like, hey, let me just. How about I just don't? How about I just tell him to do this thing and be like, and I'm sitting here like, well, he didn't get to do that thing. Why do I have to do the thing? I'm sitting here baffled by his ideology.
So, people, essentially Tankman's upset because there'll be a thing where someone won't ask me to do a thing, and then I'll do a thing that they didn't ask me to do. And then Tankman will be like, you did a thing for somebody else, do it for me. I'll be like, they didn't ask me to do it, but I just did it because I wanted to do it, or whatever.
What the frick, bro?
What?
That's still. What the heck?
What the frick?
Yeah, what the frick?
It's like that Sonic guy.
How do we know they're not the same person?
They're not the same. For chill.
Bro, I'm
Don't
not
call him the
exactly-
Sonic.
Hey man, what do you think about the Sonic franchise?
Well, I can say that it's toxic. And, lots of furries, lots.
He didn't
I mean,
say the
isn't that, like, everywhere, though?
fandom. He
Like,
said the
there's lots of
I
franchise.
mean, yeah.
Light the piety candle.
Soon Nick will have a person. Soon Nick will have a person, and he will be a bear.
Fair.
Yes, that's his persona.
Nick, what do you think about this?
It's non-canon. He's like,
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said Zoogly Mama.
Wait, how do we know it's not canon?
It's canon, Ryan.
I'm the official source of Nickabenson canon.
Ryan, and your person will be a wolf, because, you know. Yeah.
It literally like,
I don't know, you probably wolf outfit. Why would I? I don't know how.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said I don't have persona.
No, your persona's just gonna be a bitch.
Tankman's like, no, don't worry, I get to decide your persona. Like, Godzilla's like, I don't have one. And he's like, no, you do. It's this one. He's hitting this.
Bro, you have a
with
gift
his
of the
head
freaking cactus man? Bro, how do you have all this content? This is cool.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said okay, but what is your cactus sona?
It would have to be a specific species of cactus. Yeah.
Cactuses names, cactuses.
Let's see.
they're not cactuses.
It'd be cacti.
I know it's cacti. I said that on purpose.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I said that on purpose because that's how I am.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George said I am trying to be as vague as possible.
Should I make a donation?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said cause I don't really want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I'll donate to him. Cool. Gained some favor. I'm not upset with that. Yeah, this game's not bad. Oh, I'm right next to the fucking candle. Okay.
I disagree, Nick. I think this game is better.
So what do you dislike about this game, Muddy?
I don't know, I really don't know.
I don't know why people keep hitting me up with the not knowing what the game's called. It's in the title. This is...
Nick, I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't know what the title is.
Why? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, why off stream?
I don't know. I just want to play with you, man.
I appreciate it, my dude. Maybe sometime in the not too distant future. Like, the only reason why not
Godzilla,
now
hashtag more
is
George
because...
said also the orbs in this photo are the same orbs that people wear for abilities and powers.
I actually... Oh, that's cool. What are they called? Like, what are the orbs called? Because I'm actually planning on playing
Godzilla, hashtag more George said just orbs.
Okay. I'm planning on playing... Wait, hold up. You're telling me no one within universe gives the orbs any name at all? Like, if I existed...
Orbs are a kind of like ghosts, and they're called orbs.
Nick, I gotta go, so I'll see you around.
Okay. Peace, my dude. Chicken about. Oh,
Godzilla,
I was
hashtag
actually about to
more
explain
George
a
said they are
thing
called
to
orbs.
Tankman.
It's
But-
too late, Nick.
Yeah.
This man has left the chat.
Fuck. So I was gonna say the reason why I'm not free to play right now is because after I play... Siralim, is that I'm gonna play Skyrim afterwards, was the plan. So I was gonna play...
Are you gonna play Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch?
No, I'm gonna play Skyrim on PS4.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said also the cactus men are not actually called cactus men. Godzilla, hashtag more George said but I won't tell you their name.
Okay. Let's...
Yo, Nick, he just sent you a winky face emoji.
Okay.
I put this one on the table.
Let's see. So what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, but the plan for today was to play 2 RPGs that start with an S and end with IM, or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I like Skyrim a bit. Godzilla, hashtag more George said I play sometimes.
I've never played Skyrim before, so it's gonna be my first time.
My mom played Skyrim.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I recommend the lizard people because they are so weird.
I'll have to look at the different race descriptions. I hear people say stuff like, everybody
Godzilla,
likes Khajiit
hashtag more
and
George
stuff
said
like
or
that.
just be a normal guy.
Normal guy sounds more my speed.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said if you were boring.
I might do the magic
Godzilla,
one.
hashtag more George said or play as a Viking.
I think I'll go for like an elf or something.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said or an orc.
What is my... Like, what are my levels at right now? Ooh, I have 6 unspent points. Yo, how's it going?
There's this
Godzilla,
Minecraft.
hashtag more George said one of my favorite races is an elf, dark elves. Godzilla, hashtag more George said or Dunmer.
Both of those cost 15.
That sounds racist.
Dark elf, you mean?
Yeah. Saying they're dumber.
Wait. No, Dunmer is what it said. There's an N in there.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said they are more racist to the lizard people.
Let's see. Do I want to increase my monster's defense or not? I could. Yep, and I guess I just did. Like, it went from like thinking about it to like, oh, it's too late. I guess I do technically have 1 point left, but that doesn't mean I need to spend it right now.
It's too late to apologize.
It's too
Godzilla,
late.
hashtag more George
Oh,
said
they're
I
all
like it
level
mostly
33.
because I play Morrowind a lot.
Let's see, collect weapons and armor in this one.
Speaking of Morrowind, Nick was watching videos about Oblivion.
I was indeed watching videos about Oblivion, which is why I'm about to play like some Skyrim or whatever. It made me want to It made me want to play some Skyrim. Blah, 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 blah.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I kinda like Oblivion more than Morrowind. Godzilla, hashtag more George said it's hella fun.
I'm glad that you vibe with it. Okay, so I'm
glad that you vibe. Says Nick.
I have to complete the quest before I can use the teleportation shrine. So what do I have to do this quest? Collect weapons and armor.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said what?
So I gotta
Godzilla, hashtag more George said how?
collect the weapons and armor. Except I don't see any weapons or armor to collect.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said get explained. Godzilla, hashtag more George said how?
I don't know what you're asking, but I will ask Ryan a question. Are you still watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Godzilla,
We talked
hashtag
earlier
more
and
George
you didn't
said
tell
me.
me.
Yeah, I'm still watching YouTube.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said that is from 4 years ago. Godzilla, hashtag more George said it looks like Moga.
They just like ported the whole like academy to that like monster. Now people are gonna start dying. Cobra died. He like fell off that big platform. Ain't no shadow realm down there. He's just dead.
I'm sorry to hear, your boys are eating shit.
No, he was like a villain. He was like sucking the life out of like a whole lot of like children.
I'm sorry to
Try
hear.
to revive this monster thing. It was grant him a wish to like see this like dead orphan boy, but instead it killed him. Like you'll see the dead orphan boy in the afterlife, and then it teleported like the whole island to like the desert wasteland monster realm.
You got hit up with one of those twist wishes.
Well, I don't think he actually got to like do the wish.
So he didn't get to see the orphan boy in the, like, dead world or whatever? Like, he doesn't go to the afterlife and see?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yeah while you are playing I can explain some things you don't understand. Godzilla, hashtag more George said cause I know a bit.
I mean,
He knows a bit.
would it be better for it to be explained or for it to be like a surprise?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said depends.
Let's see. I'm gonna assume that
Godzilla,
I know what
hashtag more
I'm
George said really I
in
can
this
just tell you about Argonian culture. Godzilla, hashtag more George said in the tribes of Black Marsh.
everybody the gem of determination.
But if everyone's super, no.
Well, luckily it's just everybody on my team that's super. What if I just held A? I'm gonna hold A.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said more with Coleman.
Why would you want to
well, it's because it's not on Jimmy's shoulders, so it was cocking. Alright, hit him up. So you can hold X to like auto fight. And I'm like, bet, what keeps me from just like holding X or whatever. Oh damn, they brought him back to life. Son of a bitch. Okay, get him. Get him, fuck him up.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said that's why I like playing Oblivion.
Oh, he's invisible, I can't hit him. Okay. Hold X. Beat all their asses. You like playing Oblivion because of Screenshot. Screenshot of guy, I don't know. Okay, come on. Beat his ass. Get him. Oh, he's invisible. How long will he be invisible?
Godzilla, hashtag more George said no, it's just my drug dealer. Godzilla, hashtag more George said his name is Bingo Bongo. Godzilla, hashtag more George said his name is Bongo.
Is it his name? Because names don't have to have a meaning if you want to just be in a name.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said yes, it is his name. Godzilla, hashtag more George said his parents never loved him.
Was that canon or headcanon?
According to Urban Dictionary,
Oh no, we lost. We
Bingo
tried.
Bongo is a term expressing an affirmative response or gratitude.
Okay.
It's also
I have 2
when
points.
you and your friend accidentally take off your pants at the exact same time and have to have a sword fight to decide who's gay.
It looks like I'm probably gonna lose this fight. I'm fighting a genie. Let's see.
Godzilla, hashtag
The
more
third
George
one
said the second
is-
one is what Bingo Bongo is named after, I guess. Godzilla, hashtag more
Third
George
one
said cause his parents
The
never loved
definition
him.
of Bingo Bongo as Bingo Bongo. The fourth one has Bingo Bongo but with a hyphen between it. Taking a large shot of whiskey, followed by chugging a tiny spoon.
Wait, no, you probably didn't want to hit him. Damn it. Oh, you probably should have buffed the homies. Okay, we tried again, but we did not make it. Ryan, what are your plans for tonight? Like, what are you gonna be up to?
Oh, I'm gonna be on this stream here.
Okay. Welcome to your night plans. It's good to have you. Let's see. Kill these. Welcome back. Goodbye. Yes. We murdered at least one of them. Ooh, and we got the heal.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said statue of Bingo Bongo.
I'm pretty damn slick, that club.
Cast on him.
I would imagine too.
Cast on him. Nice. Okay. Cast on
Bingo Bongo.
this dude. Oh, it hits both of them, so it didn't matter. Hello. How's it going?
I'm really like super hot.
Hashtag more George.
Godzilla, hashtag more George said I also played him in Morrowind.
I hope you enjoy your chicken pot pie.
Yeah. Of course.
I can probably just that X button. Okay. Now it's
Itachi, but he did have a disease.
Damn.
Hey guys, it's James, Mom.
You got
I
me.
agree.
Hello. I have to see if I can keep this in. He's the only guy
Bye, my
left.
mom.
It was good to meet you. I hope that you and your family are having a happy, fun day so far.
Yeah.
You lost the unicorn. Which always makes Kitty sad whenever that happens. I need to switch the unicorn to attack when it gets back to its turn. Well, this one already set to attack. Oh, well, no, it worked. Okay, maybe it's already set. I'll just hold down X. And all we can do is just hope.
Godzilla. Hashtag more George.
We did it!
Godzilla, hashtag more George, said very pretty drug dealer.
Yes. Took me like, well, I mean, a lot of this time I was talking, but man, we did it after all this time. Congrats, my dudes. We beat the boss.
I know. I'm horrible. You're amazing, so I can't eat you. You have too much meat. I shouldn't put in my bag water. Hey, can I just a big brief recap of what's happening? Pretty much, Nick is playing an RPG. I'm just gonna call you Bad Wolf because that's what it says. It's just watching. That's all. It's just playing.
I'm not watching Nick play the RPG.
It's just, you know, it's just putting pictures of a drug dealer, and I'm just eating a Popeye.
Sounds about right. This is interesting.
What drugs does the drug dealer deal?
Godzilla. Hashtag more George.
Godzilla,
Oh,
hashtag
that's
more George,
interesting.
said moon sugar and skooma.
Okay. Cool. We're making progress.
Godzilla, hashtag more George, said Jet, what do you like in your video games? Godzilla, hashtag more George, said mostly RPG games.
So what I like most in RPGs, is the ability to customize the story and to have the ability to do more or less whatever I want within the world.
Nick likes anime titties in his video game.
I mean, how many video games do I play that have anime titties, right?
Lego World.
Lego Worlds doesn't have anime titties. Also, I'm gonna end the Siralim stream and I'm gonna switch over to Skyrim. Stay tuned, my dudes.
Godzilla, hashtag more